this. No labels here. Oh, no comments at all. Well, time to turn it off. Shut it down. I'm going home.
Later, dude.
Maybe because it says private chat, y'all.
Oh, snap.
There we go. Live comments.
Oh, we got some shit?
Yeah.
This is...
Shh, don't tell everybody it's Yingling, because we're not supposed to be having labels.
No, it's Sierra Nevada, baby.
It's a custom goblin brew.
Oh, shit.
What are we drinking? Beer.
We're drinking some good old beers. Good old drinking beers. Hey, Josh.
I love the name Chicken McDouble.
Oh, my God. That's the whole chat updates at once. Tyler's not online. Tyler's stuck at work, unfortunately, which is where I have to go after this is over. Clocking in at the pharmacy. Oh, is that Gerard?
He's also in Raleigh.
Yeah, he's also in Raleigh. That's right. He would be. What leads you to make a calm song or an aggressive banger? It's just
how you feel at the moment.
Yeah. It's like sometimes you feel like writing a calm song, and sometimes you don't.
Yeah, it's like you the song just kind of like comes out,
When a concert here in Portugal, probably when all this crazy shit's done with. I would love to play in Portugal, for sure. Let's see. Sup, my dudes. Hey, sup, MJ. Mary, you asked, can we talk about our writing process? Yeah, we can. It's kind of like
a train wreck.
There's a piano over here in the corner. Sometimes we plink some stuff out there. Usually we write a bunch of shit that sounds like zither sounds. Well, I write a bunch of zither sounds in MIDI, and then I send them to Donnie and Heinrich, and they try to interpret them. And it's not fun for them. Very fun for me. It's awful for them. Let's see. Hey, it's the boys. Is Nickelback one of your inspirations? Nickelback gets a lot of hate, but they got the odd banger. Ask Kyle O'Dell about Nickelback.
Dude, their Metallica covers are absolutely crushingly good. But I think Sum 41's better with that. I like Sum 41's Metallica covers.
Do you ship albums to Finland? Yeah, Napalm ships albums to Finland for sure. Do you have anything you were sitting? I fucking can't even read it anymore.
It's gone.
It's gone. Sorry, whoever did the question I started to answer is gone. How did you write this album so fast after deleting it? That's a good question. We went into overdrive mode. Heinrich.
Yeah, I smashed the computer with a hammer, and then it worked again, and we recovered the album. Mission accomplished.
Read the description for Guardian. Did you have a similar mindset when you wrote The Sun and the Star? No, not really. It was just like that song was just like a bunch of individual ideas that were all sort of in the same realm that just very slowly got pieced together. Over like 5 years, got sort of pieced together.
I like Turtles.
I like Turtles too, Timothy Brockway. Do you ever tie your facial hair together and kiss each other? Yes, that's a nightly ritual here at the house. We can't go to sleep without it.
It's part of the writing process.
Let's see. Hey, Brazil, send a hug here to Brazil. On my way already.
Hold on.
I can't read any of that shit.
I saw one. I saw Romahoy post. Now I don't see that.
Wait, Romahoy posted? Romahoy's in here?
Yeah, but I don't
is Captain Yarface here?
We lost your comment.
Yeah, it's like we try to scroll back up and it's like it's gone.
Codester, well, we have instrumental release. I'm waiting on Kyle right now to bounce it. He's got other work though, so once we get that bounced, we'll try and get that put out. It's going to be up to Napalm when, but hopefully soon. Do you think you'll be able to another The Sun, the Moon, the Star ever again? Like write the same song again? Probably not. I would hope not. Though we would be happy to write other big, grandiose songs. And we did one on this album called Craft and Creator. Craziest thing we've done on stage.
Was it no, that wasn't that crazy, but it was fun. Just like at the end of like the European tour.
When we all went on with
stage.
Ailstorm and just drank on stage while they
The
played.
best part was Christoph, the tour manager.
Oh, yeah.
So Christoph, the tour manager.
This is 2017.
Yeah, this dude, he hops in this like inflatable raft that Joel, the guitar tech for Ailstorm, was inflating.
He blew it up on the side of the stage.
And then he just Christoph just hops in this thing, and then they just shove him into the crowd. He just crowd surfs in it, and it was awesome because he's like the most dad serious.
Yeah, he's like all business. You know,
he's working hard the whole tour.
Yeah,
It's really cool to see him finally just having
a
good time.
How does Jake's ear taste? Well, BM Mido, I don't know. I can't reach it.
I'm gonna skip.
Are you wearing pants? I'm wearing sweatpants. We're all wearing pants.
We're long pants metal boys.
When are we touring Europe? Sometime after all this crazy shit's over with, but we don't know exactly when. So it's going to be a minute for sure, but soon, as soon as we can. You want to take any of these?
Did you guys have other songs based on other cards when writing tarot?
Yeah, we had one called The Lovers, that never really made it out of Guitar Pro. And we had, I think I had a file called The High Priestess at one point, but I don't remember what that was about.
Yeah, we totally did moon Ailstorm in Rhode Island.
That was 2016. I'm afraid you're wrong, Spellbound I am. I did not moon Ailstorm in 2017. It was 2016 that I mooned Ailstorm. Get your facts straight. Send feet pics. So you'll have to subscribe to the OnlyFans for that one.
Fun coming to Oklahoma City. I was just in Oklahoma City with Vale. Favorite cheese?
Are you gonna get drunk before coming to work, Caitlin? Hey, Caitlin. No, this is my one and only.
Favorite cheese? It's Gouda, but it's actually pronounced Gouda. I found out. So
there's some Dutch cheese.
That's Is that Gouda? Yeah, the Gouda. G's are weird in Dutch.
What are the hidden symbols, objects in the Guardian video? For me, it's a little necklace that I'm actually wearing right now. The old Skull Man has a little necklace on. His is green.
Mine is this wizard staff, and it has a little crystal at the top. It kind of represents video games, fantasy, my love for video game music, and overall just a sense of nostalgia.
Donnie, you're doing great. Lika, that's a Dutch name. Dankjewel.
Hey.
Brazilian bands you guys like to listen to? What? Actually, so this is a cool question.
I was going to ask you a question, but I don't remember what it was.
I don't really know a lot of Brazilian bands, but I do. There's this guy Antonio Lauren, whatever. It's kind of what I based the intro of Craft and the Creator. The acoustic bit is kind of me inspired by him. He's a Brazilian guitar player.
On that note, Donnie is a dude that typically does the sort of, you call it flamenco pieces. That might not be entirely accurate. People that play flamenco guitar might get their hackles up about that, but it is what it is. But that style is
because I'm playing with a pick.
Yeah. Shout out to Church Grim Art, indeed. Church Grim, our man Nick. He is very, very good. He did Guardian. He did Slave of the Rift, the videos, and he's done art for us as well. He's really good. Shout out to Nick. Go follow his
favorite
work.
Video games. I like Zelda: A Link to the Past on Super Nintendo and Dark Souls. Anything pretty much. Heinrich, what's your favorite game?
I have fondest memories of Final Fantasy VII. That's classic, great soundtrack.
I am in the middle of playing Final Fantasy VII, and it's sucking up hours of my life relentlessly.
Yeah, like we mentioned.
Do you or did you have a job?
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah,
I got to go work after this. I can only have one beer because I do have a job.
Bring a banjo player on tour? No, we got a laptop.
If we could bring Wayne, I would absolutely bring Wayne.
Actually, that would be really great.
But I don't know who else we would bring. Wayne played it on the album. Wayne from the band Wilderun. Go look them up. Like, subscribe. Wilderun, they're the best band you've never heard.
Most annoying song you have ever listened to?
I don't know. Unleash the Arches. an architecture-themed Unleash the Archers cover band.
That would be amazing. Oh my gosh.
His name is MacBook.
Bring harps too.
All right, we're just gonna fly everybody out. Big money Æther realm is just flying everyone out for the tour.
Greetings from Rotterdam, Netherlands.
Is Winter Sun an inspiration for the band? Absolutely, yes. Eternal Tears of Sorrow. I haven't listened to Eternal Tears of Sorrow before.
We're replacing them.
I know that.
Yeah, I haven't either.
I've heard
actually.
of them. But...
That's like one of those bands that like I've been told to listen to before by a few friends.
Big Lug from Tunisia, a small country in North Africa. What was your inspiration behind tarot? We really like metal. We like writing metal.
Yeah.
And and tarot cards are sick, and they're an easy way to
come up with themes,
come up with songs. Any tips for developing your own scream, Quentin? I scream along to Winter Sun and Insuffurum songs in the car, and that's how I figured out how to do it.
Ever work with
Who is the Matthew Bell? Who is the lead guitarist, and who is the rhythm guitarist?
Jake.
Jake plays lead bass. Actually, he's upgraded to lead bass now. I love you, Matt Bell.
That was great.
Ever worked with Rainbow Dragon Eyes?
Yes.
Yeah, on this
All
album
the time.
And the first album.
Yeah, Sun the Moon
quite
Star.
often.
The first like little 8-bit intro is actually Eric. So.
Oh, let's see. Hi from Czech Republic. That's awesome. Wow.
Were you guys drunk when you played on the cruise this year? No.
No, I tried not. No, hell no. I tried not to be.
No, we were. I mean, I was drinking.
I was kind of sick.
Yeah, you were pretty sick, and it's really hard to play because the boat's just like doing this the whole time. So you just like you headbang, you're like you get dizzy as hell.
Dude,
you're like
Star Lounge.
especially that one.
It's like
all over
it was
myself.
storming out too. It was like crazy. Like
One of y'all mentioned 70,000 tons
Brought
brought
back
back a little love for metal that had faded. True? Was that your post, Heinrich?
What's up?
Steve.
Oh yeah,
Steve the Weed Man.
Steve, my favorite fairy. What about 70K though?
brought back a little bit of love for metal that had faded.
Yeah, absolutely. It was like, it just like everybody was so welcoming and friendly. Yeah, it just felt like I was at home.
Wind Waker or Ocarina of Time? I like the exploration of Wind Waker more than the exploration of Ocarina of Time. But I mean, when Ocarina of Time came out, it was the greatest thing that ever happened to me in my life.
Yeah, never played Wind Waker.
Diego Figueroa.
Oh, the music's so good.
Pornhub. Thanks, Diego. Is that Diego that's in our music video? Yeah, I think it is. Hey, Diego. Thanks for being in the video.
Are you guys coming back to 70K next year? I don't think they let you do
You
that.
never do 2 years in a row. They don't ever repeat bands to my knowledge.
Hi from Finland. Hey,
Oh, what's good,
hi
Marku?
from North Carolina. What is it? I think make a video game cover song.
We'd cover The Messenger, I think. I'd love to cover like one of the tracks.
We have an early Guitar Pro file that Jake was working on of Kirby, like minor or something.
Oh yeah, Kirby.
Oh yeah. Do y'all play Smash Bros? Yeah, we do, and we sometimes play with.
Yeah, we play on Hootsman's
On
stream
Hootsman's Twitch.
sometimes.
Yeah.
Hootsman from Glory Hammer, and we're not good enough to take. I thought I was really good before I played Hootsman. I was like
Hootsman's pretty good.
I had a lot of chip on my shoulder, some ego, and I experienced some ego death when I got absolutely smashed.
I'm like not very good.
by Hoots and Allen working in tandem.
Yeah, play with me and I'll spam PK Fire and probably get my ass kicked.
I'm in Ghost. Nice to meet you guys. Wow, it's Tobias Forge in our chat.
Oh, dude, that's dope.
Joe, I don't think it's actually a guy in Ghost. I think that was a joke. Do you know like Glory Hammer? We toured with Glory Hammer in the U.S. last February.
Yeah, and Ben Turk.
Ben Turk from Glory
drummer,
Hammer.
he did a lot of the orchestral, like arranging the orchestra
Yeah,
instruments and adding like
99% of the
extra cool stuff
orchestration.
that we're not very good at doing.
The brass, the choirs, the woodwinds, the strings. That's all Ben Turk from Glory Hammer.
Yeah, I don't really like them. I do love them though.
I hate
So-
them. Did becoming a featured artist in Osu help you out in your career? I think that it did.
Yeah,
One,
I think
because
so.
I was broke as shit when that happened. So the fact that we were able to get paid was like a huge boon. I was about to like fucking not be able to pay the rent and shit. More so, It's Winter and Guru, I think that's how you say it, are two users that make maps on that game, and they made the Sun, the Moon, the Star map, and that was like a big, like it was absurd the jump in like listeners that happened when they did that big old map.
Do you guys still give a free shirt to people who achieve perfect score on OSU for the Sun, the Moon, and the Star?
Yes.
Yeah.
Good fucking
Because like
luck.
literally, there's like
Good luck,
there's
bro.
people who play it better than we play it. Like,
Yeah, I can't play. I don't even get a free shirt for that shit.
Yeah,
Evan Berry, hold up. What did Evan say?
I think you guys need more comments to sift through.
Thanks, Evan.
yeah, I'm good.
Ooh, playing some Tycho mode. Hey, Jenny. Cookout or Bojangles? And finally, a good fucking question.
Gosh.
I'm going Bojangles.
If it's morning, yeah, definitely Bojangles. If it's 2 a.m.
Yeah.
and I'm like
if it's 2
kinda
a.m.
drunk,
and you should get some sleep,
nothing good happens after 2 a.m.
you gotta go cookout for the deal.
Yeah, Cookout late night, early morning Bojangles.
Yeah,
Even midday
cookout deal.
Bojangles.
The potatoes at Bojangles are superior.
The supreme dinner, the spice on the chicken, on the fried chicken, obviously clearly better at Bojangles.
I'm a fan of the bow sauce, but I've
Yeah.
learned now that mixing the barbecue sauce with the bow sauce is the real look.
The mood.
Yeah.
Move.
Favorite state?
North Carolina.
Like state of mind? I didn't read it. What-
Favorite state of mind.
Was that the whole question? Favorite
sad.
I think it said more, but I don't remember.
Sorry.
What's up from the Philippines?
What's up, Mr. Philippines? Ryan?
Which Belgian beers did you try when you were over here?
Here's the thing. I don't think that the guitarist of Ghost is actually in here. I don't know that I believe it.
I had a
That
bunch
could
of
just
Belgian
be
beers.
anybody.
We had a bunch of doubles, so triples. We actually have Delirium here. We can get Delirium here, which is really good. That's one of my favorites. Heck Talk, something. I can't remember what it's called now. And,
Kira,
Upular. We had Upular. That's the PBR one.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Kira, my favorite anime is I want to say Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
My
Yeah,
turnip
when I was-
prices are like $60.
When I was younger, like Rurouni Kenshin, and more recently, I've been getting into My Hero Academia.
Really? You fucking weeb. Get out of here. You're out of the band.
I only like the Miyazaki films, really.
Well, yeah, Miyazaki, obviously.
Um,
Studio Ghibli is,
I did like Akira when that came out. I remember that.
yeah.
Yeah, Akira, that was bomb.
Will tarot be available to buy ever again? No.
Tough luck, pal.
Sucks. You missed it.
You gotta go to eBay and buy it for like $80.
Oh, I was just gonna go grab a copy and then throw it in the trash. No, it's gonna get re-released. I want to answer this one. You guys are considering making more 20-minute instrumentals for future albums. Here's the deal with all that. If you go into a song like, I'm gonna write a 15-minute instrumental song, or I'm gonna write a 20-minute song.
Yeah, you'll never do
You
it.
that's like forcing it. You gotta just
Let the song write itself.
the
However
song.
long it
That's
is,
the
how long it is.
songwriter's trick. You let the song write itself.
Yeah, I think we were trying to keep Crap and Creator under 10 minutes, and then
It just didn't.
It still
didn't
doesn't happen. Yeah.
It was like 7 minutes. No, it's 9 minutes.
No,
Well,
it's 11.
actually-
Sun in the Star was that way too. I remember when it was like a 7-minute song. And like I remember that.
Rip.
So maybe if that's what the riff demands.
No, I haven't tried any Animal Crossing thing. I've been playing Warzone a lot lately.
Pew pew.
Do we sell any shirts other than the new one? We are going to have some new ones in our Holy Mountain merch store relatively soon. We got a couple in the works. So keep your eyes open. Who gets hit on the most on Twitter?
Oh, I read it as hit the most too.
I
and
was like, damn, man.
I was like, I definitely always hit Jake with my phone.
He said answer both questions.
Let's see. How did the tiny metal hand thing start? I feel like we gotta.
Let's
I've
do
seen that a
it.
bunch of
Yeah,
times.
we gotta address it. It's time.
We gotta finally address the controversy behind the tiny metal hand. We were on tour with Wilderun in 2015, maybe 2015, 20 something like that.
Sure.
And we were all just doing it like as a joke. I think originally Brian Shields did the first Tiny Metal Hand. He was a metal metal journalist out in California, and he passed away a while back. Rest in power, my man Brian Shields. But his hands have lived on, and it's like kind of a a little bit of a poking fun at yourself sort of thing, where like obviously you want to get like crowds hyped up, you want to look all cool and metal, but like sometimes it's fun to be silly in that same regard, and so we started doing it at shows where we would be like, all right, we want to see everyone's big metal hands, but metal has grown more subtle and more dynamic, and so we have to make our metal hands more subtle and more dynamic as well. And so we just started getting the crowd to do this. I don't know, it was fun, and it sort of spiraled out of control, and now we're stuck with it.
Yeah, like when the meme
It's sort
gets
of like
stuck.
it's sort of like the same way our band is.
Yeah, once it's a meme, you can't erase it.
If
It's immortal.
if I didn't have to be playing music all the time, I could be making pharmacist bank, going to school and shit.
Has your vocalist had any kind of special training, or does he just make nice noises?
No, never.
When are you going to release a tank?
We're really working on that Lockheed Martin contract, or as we speak. Horror movie fans, I love watching them with people. I can't watch them alone.
I want to do this. I want to do like a stream where we have a camera watching you, so everyone can watch you watch a horror movie. Because that's the best part about watching a horror movie is with Jake, is watching Jake watch it.
I really like It Follows. I think that's a really, really good horror movie. Are you planning on opening a merch store in Europe? You can get merch, a little bit limited merch from the Napalm Records Europe store, Mr. Jack Hart. So that's the only spot right now. We'll see what the future holds. I don't know yet about any more than that. A tank seems like Sabaton merch. That
checks out.
Seems likely.
Group of or artists you looked up to as a kid.
As a kid, like.
As a kid, like how old? Like, because the answer might be like Vanilla Ice at one point for me.
Definitely
that Eiffel 65, Blue Dabba D.
Yeah,
that was like the first song I think I remember like bopping. Yeah,
we're gonna play the game, the PlayStation. Can you kickflip?
Yeah, I can. I can do a varial flip, 360 flip. They call them tray flips now, which kind of bothers
me.
Tray
dog, tray flip,
tray dog.
Let's see. Which word is the hollow one? One hollow word. The title for that is something that our friend Justin, who that song is about. He's not with us anymore. He died in a motorcycle accident. But he was a good friend, and he made jewelry with his fiance. And one of the things they made was a necklace out of a bullet casing, and on the bullet casing he wrote one hollow word. And I don't ever know what his hollow word was. He didn't know. He didn't tell us. It was kind of, Aaron described to me as, sometimes it's just good to have some poetic bullshit. And so, he got his song, and the title was his poetic bullshit. Since Tarot was so well received, did you feel a lot of pressure writing this album? A little bit.
Yeah, I guess so.
You never want to put out an album and then put out your next album, and it's just like, wow, they were better.
But at the same time, we want to write the music that we want to write.
Yeah. It's like a ladder. It's like you have to climb the ladder. You can jump sideways though, but you don't want to go down the ladder. You guys have anything that didn't make Tarot that you put into this new album? Banjo? We didn't have banjo.
Maybe like riffs that were written for Tarot but didn't make it to Tarot but did make it here.
Yeah, for instance, the
outro for Redneck Vikings from Hell.
Outro for Redneck Vikings from Hell, and then the middle section where She's Back has like harpsichord that was meant for
the Emperor.
The Emperor, yeah.
Yeah, there was.
Yeah. I forgot about. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that was supposed to be in the Emperor, and it got cut from the Emperor.
We actually play a section from the Sun, the Moon, the Star in Craft and the Creator, but it has alternate chord progressions.
Yeah, it goes minor.
Yeah, so it's like a alternate.
Jack, can you sing the refrain of "The Sun, the Moon, the Star"? No. I'll do it live sometime.
Aaron says that she doesn't even think.
I don't think he even knew.
Yeah.
Hey, Aaron. Sometimes I don't know what the fuck I'm doing when I'm writing. Sometimes it just sounds cool. There's a beauty in shit that just sounds cool.
Have you ever performed in Maryland?
We have. We've played at what is it? UMD, University of Maryland.
The University of Maryland paid us to play for
Specifically, Mary Beck at the University of Maryland organized it so that we could get paid to go play their metal festival that they have there.
Yeah, they have like a heavy metal club.
Did us guys like Tortuga or Treasure Chest Party Quest better?
Treasure Chest, personally.
Treasure Chest Party Quest has the Time Metal Hand reference, which is cool, but
that video is just absurd.
But I'm a fan. I'm a fan of
the
the trap metal in Tortuga. I think it's innovative and forward thinking, and it made so many people mad that it's got to be good.
The what now?
The fucking
what brand of shampoo?
Tortuga. Dun 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 dun.
Pretty solid.
Hey Steve, UMD Metal Club represent indeed. What brand of shampoo and hair care do you guys use?
I kind of grab whatever I see.
Yeah, there was
argan oil.
There was a while that we all kind of like was using the
mane and tail.
Yeah,
horse shampoo, horse products.
Yeah.
I mean, kind of pricey though.
This shit right here is a good shit.
OBX or whatever.
I don't know what it is.
OGX, something like
It's
that.
the blue shit.
Let's see. Please sing.
Ah,
There you go. You guys want to play in my grandma's backyard? She has a lot of cats.
hell yeah. Bill Moran. One song we would want them to listen to first. It depends on the person and what else they like. If they're a metalhead, I might tell them to listen to like Lean to the Wind, or The Magician is what people would often go to prior to this album, and that's still a good one. If they don't listen to metal, I might tell them to listen to Guardian.
Yeah, or Goodbye. Like
Goodbye.
I work at Starbucks, and a lot of my customers will be like, "Oh yeah, so you're in a band, or whatever." It's like, let me check you out. And I'm like, well, buckle up. I don't know if this is gonna be your cup of tea, but
I'm gonna get a prop to answer Rick's question, but keep going.
Oh, since Bo's, yeah, we'll wait for you to get back on that one. Oh no, all right, whatever. Supposed to play May 7th. Oh yeah,
Rick, you asked if I'd ever do guest vocals on an Ailstorm album. I did some guest vocals on this, the Ailstorm cover of the Skamold song Kavadny. Did some screams on it. It was fun. Did it at his house. Got drunk.
let's see. Tips on growing out my metal hair. Don't cut it. Hi from Russia. What was the response to Guardian like?
actually a lot.
It was a lot better than we thought.
Yeah, it was better.
Yeah.
It was better than Goodbye, honestly. Which
I think
maybe Goodbye was like the good debut to like kind of
ease them in,
break their
that might have been
break their will,
And then after that,
shatter their will.
They were already expecting the entire album to sound like that. So
Skamold. Chris, would you ever do an Andrew WK cover? Would you 24 track the guitars? That's my favorite recording urban legend. Is that on I Get Wet by Andrew WK, they tracked every guitar part 24 times. I don't know if they did or not, but I love that myth.
Does it sound?
It sounds huge. It sounds unbelievably
I don't think
huge.
it would sound huge. It would sound like there's like a
it's
chorus on it.
Is it just like chords?
Yeah, it's mainly
So, I mean,
chords. It's not like riffs or anything.
I don't believe that. I don't believe it.
Just use a synth.
It's probably reamped.
Just
with a bunch
use-
of different things.
just use
That's probably what it
shreddage.
is.
Just use shreddage like the big dogs of heavy metal.
Like it already sounds like a chorus pedal on because we quad track everything.
This is still my first beer. It's almost done.
Which favorite song on the latest album for you? Song you're most proud of?
Crafting Creator.
Yeah, Crafting Creator. Yeah.
That was a real doozy.
But like listening wise, I think like the riff in She's Back is one of my favorites.
She's Back is short and sweet. I'll say that a bit.
I really like Guardian. I just fucking I think that is like sometimes it's hard to write a simple, good song. So I like that one for that reason. But I also really like "Leaning to the Wind." I think that's also a simple song. That's like another one of those like Blinded by Fear style, just like all tied around one riff.
Hi from Rotterdam, Netherlands. We have a great festival here, Baruch Open Air. Hope you can play next year. Yeah, they're cool. I like the Netherlands.
Yeah, tell Balrog Open Air that we absolutely want to play it.
You guys go to college yourself, teach yourselves, then start a band. I think we're all pretty much like mostly self-taught, but I did actually go to college and studied jazz and classical guitar for like 2 semesters. But I actually did finish Theory 4. I went all the way up with that stuff.
Yeah, I took drum lessons for a few years when I was 9, and then played guitar in high school, and then I took some online classes through Berkeley for like music production, but that's about it.
I think I have like maybe 2 or 3 years. I probably only need like a couple classes to actually get a degree, but I just like don't care.
I flunked out of NC State University, the engineering program, but musically, I had piano lessons when I was 8, and I didn't really like them very much. And I had bass lessons when I was 12 to maybe 14, and I also didn't like those very much. And then after that, something sort of clicked. I see a really good question from Shitsuri Kamashita. How did you guys start making money with music, and how long did it take?
Making money.
I gotta go to work after this, so you could do what you want with that information.
What's your favorite At the Gates album?
Wait, Slaughter of the Soul. For sure.
Yeah.
Though
the one that came out was 2016 was
with Reality. Like,
yeah, that was really
and War with Reality.
Yeah. Best burrito, cheesy bean and rice from Taco Bell.
California burrito.
I liked the whatever the really hot one is at Neo Burrito.
Oh yeah.
The Jamaican jerk or whatever.
The Jamaican, that one's good too. Yeah.
Jake, hard eyes, kissy face. Thanks, Anna.
Anybody besides Jake scream or growl? Heinrich does. Good job.
How do you distribute the guitar parts between yourselves?
We write everything, and then we have no idea who's supposed to be playing what, and then it's recorded that way on the album. We don't care. We have to figure it out after it's already released. We're like,
oh yeah, let's play this new song for this show. And they're like, okay, I guess we'll split up the parts now.
Yeah, because like it's like we just like who cares? Like we just track the song to get it done. We're on a schedule. We're on a time crunch most of the time, so it's like. You'll work on a song, I'll work on a song, we'll work on parts of a song, and that's about it. And then that's the whole thing.
I saw a favorite hot sauce question.
Oh, dude. This stuff, Firewalker from Asheville, is pretty good, but it's not very spicy. But I mean, if you want like tons of flavor.
For Heinrich, your favorite vegan recipe?
Chana masala. Just like chickpeas, rice, and like curry. Pretty easy.
Jake freestyle for us live. Is that still Caitlin? Caitlin, you're trying to embarrass me in front of like 8 people, or however many people are in here. The worst gig we've ever played was Las Vegas. No, well, all right. It's tied between Las Vegas. Tied between Las Vegas and Cincinnati.
Oof.
All right, so Cincinnati was 2012.
Oh yeah, I wasn't even. Yeah.
Donnie wasn't in the band yet, and literally 0 people paid to come to the show. We drove from New York City to Cincinnati, which is like 12 hours or some shit like that. Had this whole fucking bonkers ass journey getting there and then leaving, which I'm not going to go into right now because we have a limited amount of time, but we played for 0 people. And then the dude that said we could stay with him afterwards was like, hey, so actually you can't, but there's a Red Roof Inn down the road you could go to.
One of the bands is like, oh, you can stay with us in our basement.
It's concrete floors.
It's like, oh, yeah.
We ended up driving to Pittsburgh to get out of Cincinnati and get to the next spot we had to be at.
Who can do the most push-ups?
It used to be, it was me one time.
It's not me. I don't
years ago. But I don't know now. Maybe Heinrich.
I have a injury.
Heinrich's certainly the most ripped of all of us.
Yeah.
See.
I hate how like when I move it a little bit, just like
Do a backflip.
What if I could?
I can't. Y'all, do y'all want me to come into work later on or not? Because y'all gonna make me hurt myself.
How do you plan the tour cities?
Now we have somebody take care of that for us. Aaron Gray with heavy talent. But in general, we will pull up Google Maps and we'll place a bunch of points with like sort of a vague route of what we want to do. Like, okay, we're going to do probably Baltimore, probably New York, Boston, Montreal, Chicago, and we just sort of connect the dots the easiest way we can in the day range that we have.
Will you jump in the duck lake at Gas Monkey?
Man, I want to do it so
I
bad.
think they like
but
kick you out, don't they?
I don't know if they kick you
get a little
out.
upset
I
about
think
that.
I don't
What's up,
think
Rick?
it's not they kick you out. They just it's really apparently really gross. And so
I believe it.
I vouch for that.
I would do it if it was just gross. But I also don't want to hurt myself. And apparently, the water's really shallow. You can hurt yourself if you go in over the side. So I would like to continue my tours usually.
Favorite band, Bass Nectar.
Right now, what's Spotify say?
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know.
I don't know what the fuck I've been listening to. Ooh, right now I've been listening to this album by a dude named Martin Gretsch that was recommended to me by Ben Turk. And it's got riffs that sound like
I need to listen to that because he sent that to me also.
It sounds like old Opus, like Ghost Reveries area, which is my favorite. Sometimes, doesn't always.
Okay, the easy way to scroll is with the arrows.
Hey, what's up, Rick?
Chicken McDouble.
Caitlin, I bought these from Walgreens. Y'all have them there. Let's see here.
Personal post apocalypse lockdown styles.
I don't know what. Oh, like clothing styles. Probably this.
I wear the same thing all the time, regardless of what's going on in the world.
I look like shit.
Like I'm even wearing shoes right now, and I'm inside my house. Like,
yeah, I usually just wear my work clothes, even though I haven't been at work for a few weeks.
Yeah, I'm just like a jeans and a shirt kind of guy. It's what I always
Hey,
wear.
Devin, what's the writing process like? Do we write music around lyrics or vice versa? Definitely vice versa. We write almost all of the music first, almost all the time, and then move on to lyrics afterwards.
Do you have to quit your jobs when you tour?
I have had to quit my job when I've toured, but and I've done that for a hospital job once. I did it for the nursing home dishwashing gig once. Now, that time I didn't quit. I just came back and I didn't have a job anymore.
Yeah, I work at Starbucks, and my team's been super supportive of the band and get around like a month's worth of pay time off a year. So that's so far been able to allow me to tour. But
I was working for like a guitar store where I repair guitars and I'm the guitar tech. But most guitar techs that work at stores usually tour also. They're usually like hired to go on tour and stuff as a guitar tech. So, most places are pretty cool about that.
How do you decide when to use clean vocals, unclean vocals? Is it intuition or something else? I would call it maybe intuition, but it's just sometimes
you play for the song.
Yeah, I mean, you do whatever the song demands. So if you're listening to it and in your head you can hear this beautiful melody that needs to do some shit, maybe you'll sing it. Otherwise, if you're just hearing sort of a rhythmic staccato sort of beat, you might figure that out. And it doesn't always need vocals. Sometimes I think a part needs vocals and I work on it forever, and then it just turns out that it's better as an instrumental section.
How come I pronounce Dutch words very well? I dated a Dutch girl for 2 years, so I know how to speak some Dutch. I can order food. That's about it.
Who would win in a fight against 5 angry geese? None of us. Geese are fucked up, man. They'll fuck you up. They'll kill it. They'll kill all of us. Hey, Nikki, I like your makeup on Instagram. I like your makeup posts.
oh yeah, the Lego set in the background.
It's not ours, but it is a Lego set.
We don't have our old roommate Sam anymore, but this is our old roommate Sam's, and he played guitar in the Chariot.
He did play acoustic guitar in the Chariot. We got.
What book are you currently reading or last read?
I got a book called Rogues, which is a anthology. It's like several short stories by different authors, and it was curated by George R.R. Martin, and it's all about the rogue archetype in fantasy.
Oh, that's cool.
Of like the sort of scallywag, double crossing type motherfuckers.
I read Sphere by Michael Crichton.
Yeah.
Just reading a textbook right now. No 6 stories.
Reading this chat.
Yeah, reading this chat.
Which of the 3 is the one that most women fall in love with?
Probably Jake.
I think it's higher.
I think it's Jake.
I think it's secretly higher.
I know it's Jake.
But openly it's Jake.
Can we crowdfund a 100% flamenco clean baritone Vox album?
I can't play flamenco.
Yeah, you could probably crowdfund that from somebody. Might not be us.
I can't do like the fast rest strokes. That's the problem.
Ursozum Oxgav.
Jake, what are you?
This is like when is SpongeBob and when they go to rock bottom and they're trying to read the signs. It's like that. What's your least favorite part of touring? Having to piss while driving the van all the time.
Yeah, you pee a lot.
I don't know why. It's not like I have a small bladder. I piss a lot every time. I just drink a lot of water and shit. What else we got? How was working on Redneck Vikings from Hell different having had backing from Napalm? We didn't have to ship all of the stuff ourselves. And
Bless.
And that was a big help because shipping stuff is not something I'm very good at, and I get behind and I get overwhelmed really fast. So not having to be in charge of several of the logistical aspects of making the stuff. Hey, Alvaro, how you doing, man? Alvaro was in our TMHC video, last minute submission. It was great.
Fantastic.
Could I style your facial hair in a Viking style? My
Heritage crazy aunt would be so damn proud.
This is the only motherfucker that's gonna be able to do that.
I guess, yeah. Mine's pretty long.
Armenia power.
Yep.
Jake has fallen in the river in Lego City.
Somebody help him.
Will you guys be coming to Lincolnshire, UK once the BS is over? I certainly hope so. I don't know where Lincolnshire is, but it sounds tight.
Is it Lincolnshire or Lincolnshire?
I don't know. Withernet, is it Lincolnshire or Lincolnshire? Who
My
makes
favorite?
Oh,
Dark Tranquility. Just Atoma. Sick.
Atoma is sick. Playing in 40 small venues or 10 big festivals. 10 big festivals because we've just never done that.
I'll play one big festival, please.
Yeah, even one would be tight. Fucking Whacking, Bloodstock, Summer Breeze, whoever's listening.
Yeah, it's probably
Balrog Open Air.
Yeah. Balrog Open Air. Who mixed and mastered Redneck Vikings from Hell? Kyle Odell, Kyle Odell mixed and mastered Tarot, and then he mixed Redneck Vikings from Hell and was also like the recording engineer for bass and vocals and drums. Along with some help from Zach Williams, our studio assistant in the mouth of the South, the loudest man on earth. And Jamie King mastered this album. And he also mixed and mastered our first album, One Show's Mother God.
Meme ending. When are we getting more meme ending songs like you used to do? Redneck Vikings from Hell is a meme.
Yeah, Redneck Vikings from Hell is a perfect meme ending.
The whole song's a meme, in fact.
You want like just YouTube videos that have a bunch of meme compilations, and y'all
songs themselves, like
y'all have the power.
Hexon
69, you have the power to make meme songs. I'm giving you permission personally right now.
Collab.
Christian Armstrong. I know as soon as I submitted as soon as I could for the Team HC video. I wonder if I was the first. Diego was the first. The guy that was playing the D&D book as a guitar. He was the first one, but I think you were second or third.
But props to all the vests.
Yeah,
Sure,
the vest. That's like my favorite shot of the whole thing. Is like that part in the solo. That was great. In Wacken, you would be able to meet the legendary Mambo Kurt.
You've been to Wacken, haven't you?
Yeah, is that the guy that just plays like bad songs on the keyboard? Like it's like Casio pre-made songs, and he's just like,
is it?
If that's Mambo Kurt, I've already at least seen his show. If we could partner up with another band for either a whole album or just a single, what band would it be?
Well, we talked about doing a split with Wilderun.
Yeah, with
that never.
It didn't come to fruition. There wasn't time when we started talking about it. But yeah, Wilderun for sure on mine.
Yeah.
How did we come up with the album cover design? Tyler Gresham would be the best person to talk to about that, but he is currently getting slammed at work at his day job, so he's not here.
Once you're talking about a concept, because I remember very vividly Jake showing me like, now hear me out, guys, and then he hands us the phone, and it's like a picture of a table with like some Snapchat drawings of
hold on.
like a
I might
skull
still have
and like shotgun and a glass of whiskey and
I might have it.
This is a glass of whiskey.
We're
like, all right, I think I like it.
It's actually like how like we do like submit like changes for art design for shirts. Like Jake will just have like
circle this.
He'll have like the actual picture and he'll just like crudely draw it on his phone, and it's just like stick figures and shit.
I think if y'all answer questions for a second, I might be able to find the original.
Hop in the
Discord. We'd already been talking about it by the time that we started, messing with demo stuff.
Yeah. Also, we have a Discord. Check that out. We can, if we don't find it, we can post it there.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Definitely. Yeah.
You guys seem pretty tight with Wilderun. How did you guys get to know them?
I remember this really clearly. We were staying at Mike Lowe's house in Nashville, Tennessee. Mike and Emily Lowe, and Mike is the guitar player for a band called Inferi, and he's one of the people that runs Artisan Era, which is a record label out of Tennessee.
He did the guest solo on The Magician in the Middle.
Yeah. And
so
Emily
hard.
did some guest vocals on that song as well. And then I was in a band with both of them called Oubliette for a while. But before all that, we were just on our first tour ever. And we didn't even have an album out yet. We were touring without an album out like a bunch of fucking idiots. And we thought that we were the only folk metal band in North America. And we were like so hyped to have cornered the market. And then it was the 4th of July, and we're staying at Mike's house, and all of a sudden, Nate Garland hits me up, and he was like, Jake, I need you to see this. And it's this demo from Wilderun, and it's the best sounding fucking folk metal demo I'd heard in ages. And I remember very clearly just being like, God damn it, we were supposed to be the only folk metal band out here. This is fucked. Well, I thought we had this shit. And so I ended up sending them a message and be like, what the hell? And be like, look, I just also remember that moment where I was like, God damn it. And it's good too. Fuck. So we sent him a message. I think Nate Garland was the dude that sort of like introduced us to each other. So thank you, Nate, if you're around.
Who did the One Chosen by the Gods album cover?
Laura Greenwood. Laura Greenwood was also the person in charge of our first record label, which was Primitive Ways. And Laura got us on our first Insuferum show. That was like technically that was our second show where we were like opening for a bigger band. The first being Power Man 5000 was the first like big band we opened for at a show. Laura Greenwood did the One Chosen album artwork. How many banjo players do we have locked up in our basement? 3.
Yeah, there's, but that's not like, it's not like we're in short supply here in North Carolina.
Yeah, we could always go restock at the banjo
player supply store.
Banjo player supply emporium.
Big ass banjo player emporium.
Can I has the neon sign from the Goodbye music video? Please. No.
It's currently what we use to tie the banjo players to.
Yeah, they're all That's how we hypnotize them so they
keep
come in.
from escaping.
Is this link working for everybody? I don't see anybody joined yet. I don't know. Is that DJ? Maybe. I don't know what that means, DJ. I'm not sure what link we're talking about.
Do you listen to podcasts?
And they might block links in the chat. I'm not sure. I haven't seen any links yet. So if you're posting a link in the chat, you might struggle.
It might not work, yeah.
But if you go follow Æther on Facebook, we'll post a link to the Discord sometime. Any smaller bands you want to plug? I mean, there's just a lot of good bands.
Let's plug Moynok.
Moynok from North
Raleigh.
Carolina.
Yeah, they're good.
Hinayana from Texas.
Oh, yeah.
Texas, yeah. They're sick. Crepuscle from Portland, I believe. Their CD's been in my car for a while. Paladin from Atlanta. Awesome power metal band. Wilderun's not really smaller, but you should listen to Wilderun. That we tour with them a lot. They're really good. How do you find your Discord? Just go to our Facebook page later today. We'll post it. Do you listen to podcasts? Which are your favorites?
Oh,
The Adventure Zone is the best podcast ever. It's D&D podcast with the McElroy brothers.
I do that one because Jake got me into that one, and I like Sawbones.
Sawbones is sick.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
Jake
it's
got me
talking
that
about
one
medical
too.
history.
And there's Crime Junkies. Listen, I like that one too.
Let's see. Oh, thanks, Bill. I appreciate it, man.
Oh, dude.
Stefan Barry, please bring Undrask with you on the next tour. They're another band to plug.
Yeah,
Undrask from Greensboro.
Yeah, they're super good.
And Japanese folk metal.
They did.
Yo! Undrask has a video called Long Hammer that's really funny. It's kind of like similar to the Chariot music video where they like bust up a house party, except theirs is better.
Yeah, it looks better too.
Better. Can you guys get Japanese folk metal over here when you tour again? I would love to. That band rips. Absolutely go listen to Japanese folk metal. Which Taz arc is your fave? Ooh, I like the one where they're racing through the desert. I don't remember what the name of the arc is, but they're like having a Mad Max style like demolition derby through the desert. And that's just tight. And then of course I like the end, the whole end arc when they're wrapping it up. So nice to me. I might have teared up a little bit when I was listening.
Greetings from Peru. That's rad.
Hey, Enrique. Favorite obscure metal genre? I'm trying to think of obscure metal genres.
Dubstep.
Probably like psytrance black metal, a la Masartham. I've never listened to Masartham before.
Yeah.
So anonymous black metal project. Nobody really knows who they are or where they're from, but they're really good. 2019 album. I don't know. It's been a long time since 2019. It feels like it's been 100 years since 2019. Favorite SCP. I like the easiest one I can think of is the one that everybody knows, where it's like the one that you got to look at it all the time, or it'll run and beat you up and kill you. SCP is Secure, Contain, Protect. It's like a sci-fi website with a bunch of short stories on it. There's one where they get swallowed by this giant like coral reef monster kind of thing that's really good. You guys like witchcraft? Absolutely. You're almost spelling Masartham right. It's Mesarthum, I believe.
Favorite song to play live is probably The Magician. Play that one pretty much every set.
I like playing the Chariot because everyone jumps up and down, and that's always fun.
I like playing Swamp Witch.
See, same, except the harmonized part.
The harmonized part is hard as hell. It's
still hard to this day.
It's like one of those I'm like, are we gonna nail this one today? I don't know, boys. Let's try. I like playing The Sun, the Moon, and the Star a lot. It's like super fun to play, but the problem is practicing that song.
Greatest stand-up comedian would definitely be Donnie.
Yeah, it's got to be Donnie.
Really?
Absolutely. Donnie, you're a storytelling motherfucker. You got them good ones. You smoke weed? That's illegal. No, they are a space-themed band, yeah. I have played RuneScape, but I was never any good at it. I'd always get killed by the goblins and shit.
I don't think I made it off Tutorial Island.
I don't think I did either.
Oh, that's.
Oh, I'm sorry, Valerie.
Dude.
Here's the deal. You're not cursed, and we will meet you. I don't know where you are from, but we're gonna tour again, and we can all hang out. But it's just gonna be a minute. But we're gonna get there. Don't worry. And y'all fell in trap of wasting time on Skyrim.
Absolutely. Pre-ordered that game, and I'm pretty sure I skipped like a week of class to beat it. So,
Least favorite song to play live. Winter's Grasp. The Devil.
Well, yeah.
Wait. Does that be one that we've actually played live?
I don't like it so much that we don't play it.
I don't know.
Yeah, I like them all.
Sun, the Moon, the Star is hard.
Okay, I don't like playing the Chariot.
You don't like playing the Chariot?
No, well, there's a reason why.
Oh, because you did it on.
I originally, like, when we did the Chariot, I did it on the solo. I wrote on a 6-string guitar that was tuned down to B.
Donnie did not yet have a 7-string guitar.
Yeah, I didn't have one. Yeah,
then, so we had to make do.
And the solo is easier to play on a 6-string guitar that's tuned down than it is on a 7-string guitar. So that's why I don't like playing it, because on the 7-string I'm like, oh god, here it comes again.
Here's the part.
Favorite dinosaur? I like a Triceratops.
Plesiosaur. I think it's just a funny name. Oh wait, what's the one where it's like the name literally means like thick head? I can't remember now.
Thick,
Like its name literally.
thick boy.
Yeah, just literally his name just means thick head.
Okay.
Matthew Mayhem. I had to put my dog down yesterday, and I'm hurting from it. Is there any song of yours that you'd suggest to help me through this short, tough time? Guardian.
I would say Guardian. In fact, the thing that the statue is standing on, this little like wooden box, that's actually a wooden box that I have in my room, and it contains my dog's ashes.
Nick asked us to all give him an element of something from our lives that makes us feel either protective or makes us feel stronger. And so that was one of Donnie's.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, man. That's really hard to do. Do y'all play D&D? Yes. Yes, we do. Actually, recently started up a campaign with our bud
Sam.
our bud Sam, whose Legos those are, and our bud Ben at the helm being the DM.
Ben did the
N60
ragtime pianos on Chariot. Okay.
Favorite N64 game? Perfect Dark.
Perfect Dark.
Yeah,
good.
Perfect Dark. Dude, I played that so much.
Getting the tranquilizer gun and like fucking up someone's screen.
Dude, yeah. Oh, it's so good.
I also liked. I mean, I like Ocarina of Time, like every motherfucker. Is there an actual story going on in your albums? Sometimes it seems like it, sometimes it doesn't. There's a lot that you can do with imagination. I sometimes, I mean, I'm always trying to like make it all tie together, but I don't write out a single lyrical story for everything before I start going into it. I start writing individual sections, and then we figure out how it all comes together. And sometimes they fit between songs. There are themes that call back to each other or make, nice connections between songs on an album or between albums. Sometimes they're just all their own little universe and they don't tie together at all. So sometimes there is a story, and sometimes there's not. That's probably why it seems that way.
Do you like concert festival photographers? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, man, they keep us looking cool.
Yeah,
I never look cool. Do I look cool right now? No. I look like a dude in a fucking sweatpants and a flannel shirt. But
yeah,
when I'm getting a picture taken at a festival or a show,
come shoot us with a camera.
Come shoot us with a gun. Sad I missed the Glory Hammer tour. Well, we missed you too, Alex. But we'll be doing it again. Don't worry. Would you do a tour hitting all the capitals of all the states? Almost certainly not. That seems like a difficult and ill-planned route. But I would do multiple tours that hit all of the states over a period of time.
My last decade list include Will to Run #5 and Terror album #6.
Ooh, a little flex from Will to Run there with the edging us out for the #5 spot.
We have a joke where we say Will to Run writes better music than us, but we have cooler looking merch.
We do have cool looking merch. I gotta say, anime or SpongeBob? I'm gonna go with SpongeBob. We gotta go with
SpongeBob is
SpongeBob.
the greatest American anime.
That sounds like a
All time.
Which song went
top
through the
10
most?
anime deaths. It's like a picture of SpongeBob like, shriveled up because he can't get any
Alaskan
water.
Bullworm.
Which song went through the most trial and error to create?
Like overall, ever probably The Sun, the Moon, and the Star.
Oh yeah.
But on this album, probably Crafting the Creator.
Yeah.
Um,
I feel like there was like so many ideas that didn't get used in that one.
yeah. You just write a whole bunch of stuff, and you have all these different parts, and you try and sort of put them together. It takes a long time and a lot of like difficult, sometimes arbitrary feeling decision making goes on, where you just have to make a call about where the song's going to go. You could go here, it could go here, and either one will probably be cool, but you just got to decide. And there's a lot of that. Micro Ulrich shirt now too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we have any wall flags merch? I just ordered some. I just made the order. So yes, they're coming in, and we'll post about it when they're in.
I think someone asked about patches earlier also.
Oh man!
And
all right, I'm gonna
go. He's gonna go away. Bye.
Go. I'm not trying to give any spoilers, so nobody screenshot this and post it anywhere else. But
they all screenshotted me.
Screenshotted. But we got some. We're gonna have them up at some point.
Are you ever gonna release the? Where did it go? Unused songs / ideas. Like we were saying earlier, parts that didn't make it to this album will probably just make it to the next one.
They all go in the riff bank.
Yeah, there's a folder that Jake has. It's called the riff bank.
Sometimes you make a deposit into the riff bank. Sometimes you make a withdrawal from the riff bank. But it's always there for you with your riffs. Any advice on the music writing process? Be okay with writing some shit music and putting it out, and
dude, that's the thing. It's like you got to write a lot of bad songs for you to write a good one, and that's like the part that sucks because you just have to just do it.
You just gotta do it,
and don't listen to your mom and friends about the song.
Yeah, just write until you feel like it sounds good, whatever that means. I mean, you can talk about structure and all that. I've wanted to do like a video kind of breaking down how I try to approach like song structure, and it varies. But I mean, at the end of the day, what you want to do is play with it, enjoy playing with it until you have something that you think sounds cool, sounds nice, and then move on from that. Try and figure out, listen to it 100 times in a row, and try and figure out where your brain takes the next part of the
I've
song.
noticed you kind of like close your eyes a lot when you're trying to come up with another. Like you're like hearing it in your head.
Yeah,
you'll close your eyes.
He closes his eyes and lets the melody hold him for a while.
Yeah. Close his eyes. It takes a shit.
Oh yeah, so Jake and Johnny just moved in. Jake actually used to live here, and they moved in like right when all this coronavirus stuff started blowing up.
Sarah said Jake can stay. That's my boss. I got my coworkers in the chat.
No pressure. We're not.
Look, I got 17 more minutes before I got to be out the door. Yes, three of us live together. Yeah. Does the bind rune mean anything? It is an A and an R. It means Æther realm.
There we go. Wait, it would fit my sleeve. Okay.
If it has any other meaning, it's kind of it is a variation of Ansu's and Rido. Ansu's, I think, is like power or strength, and then Rido is definitely the traveler. But more than both of those things, it just looks like an A and an R. That's like, I mean, that's the bottom line.
With bank.
Print hoodies ASAP. Okay, it's summer. Are you wearing hoodies in the summer?
Some maybe.
None. No slaves
In
work at
Canada?
the Rift Bank, Jacob. We pay everybody fair wage, except ourselves. We don't pay ourselves very much.
Tyler ate a hot dog.
Yeah, what did
in
Tyler
the music
eat?
video.
In the music video for the cherry, it was a hot dog.
because hot dog
who
style
fed it to him?
baby.
I don't remember.
Probably, I think Joe Hill or
No,
like,
it was
No, it was-
B-Web.
Yeah,
Brandon
Yeah,
Webb,
Brandon,
yeah.
our friend
fed
Brandon
to
Webb.
him.
Yeah.
Will we ever release the Death Tarot hoodie ever again? Maybe. I personally like getting new designs that are sick, and we've got some coming from the same artist that did that one. So I mean, we might reprint it, but we might print something new that's cooler or as cool. You know?
The wall flags and patches will probably be on Holy Mountain.
Yeah, they'll be on our Holy Mountain store.
Oh, that sucks. Likas from the Netherlands.
Well, your shipping will cost a whole shit ton. I'm sorry. I would bring it down if I could, but that's just how it is on that site right now.
Quentin, we were originally planning to do a music video for Redneck Vikings.
That was the first the plan. That was plan A.
Yeah, we were supposed to fly out to California, and then everything got shut down. So we weren't able to execute our original plan.
And plan B was we were going to do a Lean Into the Wind music video
in our basement.
But that required Tyler to come up here, and then North Carolina decided that essential travel was the only travel you can do.
Yeah.
And they were like pulling people over and shit. So that got squashed. So then we went on to TMHC. That was our plan C.
Which of you can take the most beer? Probably me.
Drink beers.
Yeah, it's probably me. I unfortunately sober up like really quickly, and it's a curse because it means that it's really
you have
expensive.
to drink more to be drunk.
It's really expensive. It sucks.
What's Slave to the Roof about writing this album? It's just about writing music in general. It's about the creative process and how it can. Can this banjo player in the basement get a hoagie? It's Wayne Ingram in the chat, everybody. Give it up for Wayne from Wilderun. No, Wayne, you can't get a hoagie. Sorry. I don't have hoagie ingredients.
Hello.
Hello.
Have you guys considered a live stream concert like what Insomnium Gathering did? We've thought about it. It's just I think it's just like a little bit tougher for us because like
it's like a logistics thing, and then also like with our drummer being in Raleigh,
the big thing for us is we would need a team that specializes in bringing a streamed live concert to people.
I don't know of any around
and
here.
we don't currently have one. They exist, and they're probably some in North Carolina, but
basically just travel complications at the time.
Yeah, we're not allowed to travel right now.
Yeah, so I would love to do that. We just got to figure out how to do that, and we have not yet because we've been focusing on getting this thing out to y'all. When is Jake bringing back the Bearskin on tour? We're not. Case closed. Finland needs hoodies. Maybe we just open up a Finnish print store.
It do be cold out there, huh?
Winter Sun, Whispered, or Amorphous? I'm gonna say Whispered.
Dude, Whispered rips so hard. I love Whispered
because
underrated.
Underrated band for sure.
Oh my god, yeah.
Strike and Hold the Sword are two really good songs. One time I was like joking about one of their songs called Blade in the Snow on Facebook, and I was like, man, Blade in the Snow is just 15 minutes of wind sounds. And then the dude in that band like commented on the thread. And I was like, man, I'm sorry, it was a joke. Oh no. Cock rings.
Oh my god.
That one's not on the list yet. We'll pencil that in.
+1 for cock rings.
Hey
Need
guys.
hoodies in the summer for all your South Hemisphere, and that's fair.
All right.
That's fair.
America.
Explain the lore of the Chariot music video.
There's lore.
The region of Pitt County.
In the forests of Pitt County.
Maybe it's because the music video is like we're just like running to the woods, and then we just come across this like party, and that's it. That's the lore. That's the lore. That's it. We're just wandering.
Time traveling Vikings that wander into a party. And it's fun. I'll settle for dildo merch. Thanks, Josh.
Hot dog.
Thanks for your input.
Quarantine snacks.
I like chips of any kind. Any kind of chips. It's like my favorite.
Mr. P's pizza.
Yeah, they're like $1.
Pizzas. My first week back home, I was making what Donnie was calling like bean cereal.
Bean cereal.
Basically, just like dump some chili and tomatoes and like spice into a pot and
And then you dump like
just crush up
like,
some tortilla chips and then just like
throw it in there,
shovel it in.
Well, this guy said he'll pay top dollar for Jake toe picks in a Tyler drumstick
Yeah, you
video.
should send him the toe pick.
Oh,
I mean, what, in the Discord?
The toe pick.
The one from 70K.
Yeah, I know
one.
what toe pick you're talking about.
So Jake busted. He was crowd surfing during Winter Sun at 70K.
I was
and,
crowd
like,
surfing in flip flops and in sandals, and I went over the barrier and I hit something. I hit my foot hard on something while I was coming down, but it didn't seem like I had hurt myself. It just seemed like, like when you stub your toe or something. But later on, I looked down and my foot was just soaking wet, and it was not pool water or hot tub water. It was just my own blood. And so I had to run or like kind of limp back across the boat and get to my room and wash it all off and then go play a show. And that was really something. I got some good pictures of my juicy toe. How was your
the piano thing?
what?
How's your quarantine song?
I don't know.
I don't know how to answer that question. Are you going to do any remixes with Captain Yarface? I would love to have Captain Yarface appear on either on remix. Maybe once those instrumental tracks are bounced out from Kyle, we can just have Captain Yarface re-record all of the vocals from the album himself and release it as a Rumahoy album. I will go to work at the Finnish merch store. I know you will, Aaron, but I don't want you to leave yet. So we're going to let's see. Somebody has just used telephone, broadcast, Facebook for live streaming. Not the best possible. We've got a setup that we're working on right now, Frida 71, to do piano and 2 acoustic guitars and some vocals and do a Guardian thing, but we're not quite good enough yet. We will get there. Sense of relief now the album's out. Yeah,
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, I'm fucking tired of this shit.
Yeah, I'm kind of ready to go back to work, honestly. Get that free coffee.
What was the hardest song to nail down on this album?
The
one that required the most energy and agony. They all suck.
I spent a long time trying to nail the Slave to the Riff bass part in the studio.
You know, the riff itself, just the it's not even like hard. It's really hard to get it like super clean. Like that's like really because it's like you don't want like any extra string noises going on. That one's just like hard to make it really clean sound.
What do you got? I know you fucking got
the sweeps at the end of Slave to the Riff solo were hard, and then the whims and She's Back I couldn't get to like line up right.
You couldn't get them to flutter.
I think I quantized my guitar tracks, and then I realized that the drums I was tracking to were not the right drums or something. Because it was like the ones that have like the beat that comes before the downbeat, and
I think the epic riff in the because you have to pop off those harmonics that are replacing the
Matthias Eklund harmonics.
Yeah, dude, it's like I'm like playing this riff and I have to hold the trem arm in my hand the whole time as I'm playing. It's just like really uncomfortable, but it sounds cool. So I was like, whatever, we're gonna do it.
Rick, in regards to espresso, I think it depends on like who's pulling it, but I mean generally a cup of coffee is going to be your best like bang for buck, I'd say. But obviously espresso is more concentrated. I don't know if that really answers your question though.
I like espresso just because I like the flavor, how bitter and strong it is. What I like about it. It's like,
what new songs do you expect to play on the next tour? At first, we were going to do Goodbye and Slave to the Riff and maybe TMHC if we were going to be able to get it tight in time. And we were going to line up Guardian just in case it was going off live, but we weren't sure if it was going to go off live. So I think that was going to be a maybe. But now that we have time, I would like to revisit what we're going to do live and see kind of what people are digging.
Yeah.
And try and build it. The one small blessing from all this is that we just have time to sort of design the show a bit better. Because a lot of the time, what we do is the art of like desperation and trying to very rapidly get stuff just working in time to get it out and get out and tour with it and everything. But we have some time now, so we'll have time to tighten it up and maybe be a bit more.
We don't have to worry about writing an album right away, so we can focus more on actually like getting the songs that we wrote tight.
Yeah, because writing the album and recording the album is a very different process from practicing and getting ready for a live show. They're two very, very different.
Oh, yeah.
Especially when you throw in like the day job in the mix, it kind of you run out of time really quickly.
It's not like after you record a song or something like that, you know how to play it. Like really,
well, you drag
some
bands, like chunks. You know what I'm saying? It's like you do
riff one, riff two, riff three, and then like you play each one 100 times to get the best one.
Right, but we still don't have it like where you can do it flawlessly over.
Yeah, we know how to play like certain parts at a time on like a micro level,
and we got to practice a lot to get it up to the playing the full thing and having it sound good.
And we don't have tabs, so we have to just do it by ear.
Oh yeah,
we always forget how it goes. So
we're like, by the God, we had all the stuff in Guitar Pro.
We wrote it in Guitar Pro
for Tarot, and this album we just plug it straight into our DAW. So,
explain hot dog style. All right, chat. If you had to, if you had to cut your dick in half, would you do it hot dog style or would you do it hamburger style? And that is hot dog style. That's what hot dog style is all about. Do we know Aphanammer? Excellent band. Yeah, they're sick. I like The Sovereign. That's a cool song. Thank you, Bulwark94, for getting our album. I appreciate it, man.
Well, Ramahoy, welcome to the goodbye.
Welcome to the goodbye. Ramahoy's here. Everybody say welcome to the sea, Captain Yarface. Or he'll probably welcome us to the sea. When will we get a rap song? Team HC is a rap song.
That was like 6 minutes ago.
Oh yeah, let's catch up. Let's just rapid fire catch up to the new shit.
Hardest solo to play on the new album.
Hardest solo.
For me, the one in Hunger is pretty tough, and the one in Goodbye is pretty tough too.
Yeah, I don't know how to play the one in Hunger right now. So
Slave to the Riff would be my most difficult solo, and also my only solo.
Tappy McBass. DJ, what new songs do you expect to play on your next tour? Winter's Grass only.
We'll figure that out, don't worry. Why do you always touch your hair? It looks so gay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gay.
Sick. Let's see, who we got here? Still want TSTMTS live. Well, we do it sometimes.
I can't figure out like
I know where it's
going.
All right, right here.
Go down.
Perfect.
There we go.
All right, y'all. If you had a question, we missed it. You guys ever ghost written anything for other bands? I wrote a Ailstorm solo on the album. I didn't. They altered it from how I originally wrote it a little bit. Let's see.
I'll touch my hair some more.
I'll touch your hair.
I was thinking the same. I was like, I'm gonna touch my hair some more too, but I'm gonna touch my weird hair.
How do you ruin your life in 5 minutes?
Be in a band.
Yeah, go join a band or start a band. Do a flip. No. Excited to see you guys at Prog Power later this year. Me too. I hope it all goes down. I heard that if there's still problems and they have to reschedule, we'll still do it next year. But right now we're planning to do it this year.
Yeah. Do you know Ginger? Not personally.
I've heard the band. Yeah. I've heard their songs. Cool stuff. Oh, I didn't write a whole song for Ailstorm. I've never written a whole song, but I did write a solo in one of their songs, but it's not out yet. So we're gonna hold off talking about which one. You'll hear it when you go buy the album. So I'm looking for new bands to listen to. This randomly came up. I've never heard of you. What's the first song I should listen to introduce me to your sound? Chat, help Matt Garrison out with the best song he should listen to find their sound. I think it depends on what you like, man. If you like At the Gates, listen to Lean to the Wind. If you like Stupid Butt Rock, listen to Goodbye.
What's your daily routine like?
You guys take turns tucking yourselves in bed?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we all Everybody gets a kiss goodnight on the forehead. Daily routine for y'all.
It's pretty shot though. Yeah, since I started taking time off work, I'm used to waking up at like 4 a.m. to go to work, and I've been waking up lately at 4 p.m. So,
what's your go-to Starbucks coffee order, Heinrich?
In the morning when I get to work, honestly, just like 2 shots of espresso.
Yeah,
To
like
the
literally,
dome.
I go up to them, I'm like, yeah, just give me 2 shots of espresso and like a little bit of like warm milk. I'm trying to make like a cortado, but they don't really make them here. They make them in Europe, but not here.
Hello, Daniel from Slovakia. Hello, Æther from Ukraine. I'm sorry, I made up a name. It was not actually a name. Someday they will visit Argentina. Maybe. I would like to. Do you feel that all of your material is roughly the same quality, or are there songs, albums you prefer to others? I don't think our first album is as good as our second album. I think Tarot and Reddit Vikings are different, but I think they're both pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, One Chosen was definitely like a learning experience for us. And then for the last 2 albums, we definitely put the same amount of effort into them, I'd say.
Hot dog style is better than hamburger style. That is true.
Certified fact.
Little boy Jake, you are always welcome on my ship. You remind me of Cabin Boy Treasure Quest. I remember I sold merch for this band called Rumahoy one time a while back. And I learned about their Mad Captain, Captain Yarface. He always wears a mask. Nobody knows who he is underneath. But the word is that he's always Captain Yarface. That's just what his face looks like. Let's see. Do I prefer a ya or ooh? Do y'all know the band Sojourner? Yeah, they're sick. Go listen to The Deluge by Sojourner. They're awesome. How about Corkscrew Style? Kira, your band from the chat.
How about Shuck It Like an Ear of Corn style?
I've listened to it until 6 a.m. That could mean absolutely anything at all, Cedric, because I don't know where you're from, but thank you. What's your favorite meme? I actually can answer this with, let's see. Let me find my favorite meme. I like this one a lot. There is no need to be upset.
Yeah, we also can't wait for our gig in Finland.
I believe that it's time for me to go to work. So everyone, thank y'all so much. Heinrich and Don, if y'all want to keep chatting, I mean,
yeah, for a bit, I guess.
Blast it.
Sure.
I don't know when this thing is getting shut down, but thank y'all again so much for listening and hanging out with us. I gotta go clock in. I'll see y'all later.
Bye, Jake.
Let's see. You're speaking Nebraskan now. Shuck it corn style.
Joe, you have officially rustled his jimmies.
Make sure I remember to write the rent check today.
Rent check, got it.
Rent check, Jake. Didn't expect the Celtic style sound in the beginning, nor the sound of the growls. The Magician was amazing, fast, loud, and fucking heavy metal. 10 out of 10. Will recommend. Thanks, Matt.
Thanks. Appreciate it, man.
Awesome.
Goodbye, Harold. Thanks for joining us. Everybody's saying goodbye to Jake. I see. Let's talk about the Jake leg.
Let's not.
I don't have the credentials to
pass.
I don't personally think we'll ever get a sauna.
I don't need one. I'm fine. I don't need a sauna. Saunas are hot, and I'm usually like really hot. Always, I like things to be cold. So I'm not a sauna kind of person. Who hates the devil the most?
I think we all
like pretty equal.
Yeah. First riff is pretty punish mode.
The one that's like with the string skip thing, that's like right immediately after the beginning part. Oh, that's so.
Favorite cookie, Donnie?
Chocolate chip cookies, and I'm very I'm a connoisseur.
Yeah, just like a dash of sea salt in there.
I think a lot of people think they have a good chocolate chip cookie, and they have no idea. They're wrong.
What's that in the background? I'm not sure.
Oh, this guy? Oh yeah, I forgot about this thing.
This is our awesome. I don't even know if you can see this.
This is our new merch boy.
Alexander Wolf. wolfsignstudio.com makes all these acrylic LED things.
There's a controller there. Oh, here's the controller.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we have this have a sick light show. Have
It's
yourself a rave on our merch
so
sign.
like you can choose like if you want these colors to be all different and stuff, and then you want the flash or strobe, and you can choose if you want like the front one to do different things. It's nuts. It's insane. It's super cool.
Yuda, thanks for your work. Thanks for your music. Thanks for listening. I appreciate those words. Hi, Reese.
Oh, all right. Let's see. Can you define the optimal chocolate chip cookie? One that's good. It's delicious. I think baking is hard. Everything has to be like an exact science. It's tough.
What is the concert you have been to that no one would think you would ever go to? Probably like my first concert was Dave Matthews Band. My parents are pretty big fans of them. And then the past 8 years I've gotten really into electronic music. So Bass Nectar probably.
I went and saw Modest Mouse.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Their light show was sick. It was super cool. It sounded incredible too.
I do need glasses, probably, most likely. But I'm also like on the other side of the chat. That's an excuse.
Great album from Spain. Thanks. Appreciate it. No, I don't agree. I think baking's harder than cooking. Cooking is for me like pretty easy, but baking is such an exact science that and like it depends on like the humidity level that you're having that day as well. So you should weigh everything.
Yeah, baking is it's like
hard.
black magic.
Yeah, dude. You're like.
Have you ever lost an instrument on tour? When we did 70K, they delivered our gear to like the wrong room.
Oh yeah,
they didn't actually deliver it.
They didn't deliver it to the room. They left it in the hallway.
They dropped it right outside of our cabin.
But it wasn't in front of our room or cabin at all. It was like on the other side of the ship. And we did lose Tom in Las Vegas one time. It was one of Tyler's toms on his drum kit. So we lost his drum shell as well. Someone stole it is what happened. Like
in Vegas.
So Jake drove off and he had like the trailer's back door open still and like it fell out. And then some dude drove by, picked it up, put it in their car. I saw him do it.
Literally by the time we got back, it was just like, oh man, that's a bummer.
We don't have anything in Slovakia at all for concerts.
We're Spain. Hello. Yeah, I've seen Bass Nectar more times than I can count. Any songs you guys would like to cover on future albums?
If we do a cover song, we have to pay royalties. So no, thank you. I don't know. I would do some video game stuff. Actually, that'd be fun.
Yeah, so many ideas there. You guys think you'll ever go full synthwave? I mean, possibly more synthwave remixes in the future. Jake has a side project, Starfo. He did the Death remix.
Let's see. Tyler's at work right now. He's a graphic designer. Pastry is devil sorcery. I agree with that completely.
You have some concerts or one concert in Slovakia? No plans currently, but we'd love to make it out there sometime. Where did keep losing where the chat is?
It scrolls the opposite way.
Yeah. Hate it.
Yeah, I hate that scroll thing too.
So it's been a whole day since you released an album. When's the next one coming out?
I think we only have maybe like an idea for a song right now. Maybe 2 songs.
Yeah, we have.
No, 2 or 3.
We have the album for folder, but just not even gonna.
Yeah, we're still making deposits. We're still doing that. What was this? Flying Battery. Yeah, Flying Battery rips. That's like my favorite. That whole Sonic the Hedgehog 3 is like my favorite in terms of music for a video game.
Donnie and I are currently playing some Warzone here and there. Come catch us on Discord.
Yeah, I'll play Animal Crossing, Warzone, Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Who's in charge of the merch designs? Honestly, we just see some cool art, or if anybody makes art, send us your designs.
Yeah, we'll just like basically we'll see like someone like their style of how they work with, and then we'll just kind of like hit them up, be like, hey, we're thinking about doing a shirt design. here's our budget and stuff like that, and then they'll be like, yeah, no problem, yay or nay.
Was there a song that shouldn't have been as difficult to finish as it was? I think we're cutting it pretty close with Goodbye, like doing some like last minute edits and stuff. Mostly probably on my end, like the backing tracks for my solo.
No, that's Jake's end.
Well, I mean, they're the backing tracks for my solo. I was kind of lagging on, and then
the music video version of Goodbye is actually different than the album version because at the very last second when we were trying to bounce everything out, I was like, wait a second, I got one last idea. It's like a very different way to do it. All right, I gotta go, y'all.
all right, let's see you, Jake.
Later, Jake.
What bands you guys listened to growing up that got you into making music?
I liked so when I was a kid, I was into like skating a lot, and I had this skate video by the company Toy Machine, and it was called Welcome to Hell.
Dude,
and
skate videos always have the most killer like
that
skate
skate
videos.
video was so sick too.
And Tony Hawk soundtrack. Like all those bands are dope.
But yeah, it was like Jamie Thomas was doing Skating to Hallowed Be Thy Name by Iron Maiden, and that was like my favorite thing to listen to. That's kind of like made me want to play guitar because I was like, that's a cool sound. I want to do that.
Yeah, Linkin Park is probably the first band that I actually like was like really into. I was playing drums mostly at the time, and that kind of fostered my love for electronic music as well, Mr. Hun. And then Dream Theater, Donnie and I both
Yeah. Oh, I love Dream Theater.
super into.
Hi, Reese. Reese was mad that you joined as I left.
Was this? We already.
Oh, the Ericies, that's right.
Okay. Who's in charge? We already did that one. You guys playing games? Yeah, you did that one also. Oh, you scrolled the wrong way.
Yeah, I can't win on this. Elder Scrolls, love Elder Scrolls.
Yeah, no, dude, Morrowind is super sick. I played that for a while. I played Oblivion like to death, and I played some Skyrim. I didn't play it as much as I played Oblivion.
What song do you think belongs on a Tony Hawk Pro Skater soundtrack? Honestly, I played
Which one was that on? Tony Hawk's
Underground.
Oh, Underground. That's right. Yeah.
Underground's my favorite soundtrack, I'd say.
Unironically,
I don't think I've listened to that one. I kind of fell off at Meteora.
Let's see. Roads Untraveled, Lost in the Echo, Pilots, etc. All classics. Morrowind, the game with the best water graphics.
Pixel Shading 101.
You're just as chill. Yeah, we're just regular dudes.
Just some boys hanging out.
I would summon dishes to be cleaned instantly. You know, I like washing dishes. It's like very zen to me. It's kind of like just do the same thing over and over again, and I can kind of just like zone out.
Yeah, especially if I'm at work, gives me a break to just like not have to talk to anybody and just be in my own space. And
later, Nathaniel, we know you got some animal bones stuff you gotta do. You gotta go dig in the ground.
Yeah, you're gonna need some more drumsticks for the next music video.
Let's see, is it often that you first come up with the music on piano and then transfer to guitars? So like it's like the chord progression. Maybe Jake will kind of do that. Sometimes like we'll just have an idea. We'll be like, yo, I had this idea, and I'll just give it to him, or like same thing. Like we all kind of do that. But like there might be like a melody, and then there'll be like some chords underneath that melody to kind of figure out how the emotion is going to be. Jake will do that, and then he just transfers it to these crazy MIDI tracks that just are like they make no. If you literally heard the way that songs sounded in their infant stages when we're writing, you would think that we're insane because it doesn't. It's like ridiculous how it sounds. It makes no sense at all.
Yeah, so we kind of just try and take those parts that are in the software and make them more like suitable for guitar. Like
favorite Metalocalypse episode? I like the one where they summon a troll.
First scene that pops into mind is when Murderface ice skates over the cable, or like they're in the ice skating rink, and then causes this huge like mess of bodily fluids. Man, maybe I do need glasses.
What do you think of the Saw movies? I've seen most of them. I think they're pretty cool if you're into gore stuff.
I have not seen them.
I like psychological stuff more, but I like gore stuff as well.
MJ, I have not seen JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I've played the fighting game, but I've heard a lot of good things about it, so I'll have to check it out sometime. One of our fans, Christina Armini, I hope I pronounced that right, drew some stand like sketches of me and Jake, and I think she's working on some other ones for.
Oh, cool.
Tyler. That's in the fan group.
Did you guys get to work on Redneck Vikings from Hell right after Tarot, or did you guys take some time off writing? No, Jake was writing Hunger on that tour on the first and before Tarot was released, actually.
Yeah, we actually he finished that song like on the Ailstorm US tour.
That was 2016. Yeah, so we're always kind of like,
and like we said, some parts that didn't make it into Tarot found their way into this album.
This album, I feel like we all kind of like really worked really hard like last year on the whole album, though. Like we were just like crunch time, let's do this. Did y'all have any? Oh shit!
Who is KK?
Is that KK from Animal Crossing? Yeah, that's my boy. Did y'all have any shenanigans on the boat with Finnish Æther? No. Not really. No, not at all. But I did meet Awesome, and he was awesome.
Yeah, he hung out
with
us for karaoke after this.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was rad. He was like super sick, cool dude to hang out with. Super full of positive energy. I like people like that.
What do you think of those dumb two wheels? What?
I have no idea what that
I'm
means.
sorry. Yeah, I don't know.
I would answer if I knew what that meant. Diggy hole. We actually all play Minecraft.
Yeah, Æther Realm has a realm.
And it's not the Æther Realm.
It's not the one.
It's not that one.
No. I've been to the Thomas Tank Engine tip jar. It's in my room. It's actually my piggy bank, and I just kind of dropped my change in there. But I was scared it was gonna break on tour, so kind of stopped.
I saw you guys on tour, and you were awesome. Thanks, dude. You were probably awesome if we met you also, because everyone we've met has been pretty cool. Is there going to be an extended edition of The Sun, the Moon, the Star?
I'm sure it needs to be extended.
Okay, like the hard part isn't writing a 20-minute song. The hard part is practicing a 20-minute song. Every other song you like practice, you got to run like maybe 30, 40 times where you're like good at it. But there's like maybe like a 3 or 5 minute song. You can do that in like a matter of days. A 20-minute song, however, you're gonna have to do that in like, it takes you weeks to get decent at it. So it sucks to practice that. So no, because I don't want to practice more. I hate practicing.
Yeah, practice the song 3 times in an hour and then call it a day.
Coffee or tea? I like both, but I like Earl Grey, but I usually gravitate towards coffee.
Yeah, I like both, but sadly I'm actually a slave to caffeine is the problem.
Yeah, and like if it's coffee, it's like just give me coffee. Like the more strong and bitter, the better.
Are the parents of the band members supportive of what the band does? Actually, yes. Pretty much like while we were also in Greenville, all of our practices we did at my parents' house. My dad kind of pushed me to play drums, get involved in music stuff. So they're super, yeah, like I don't know how they tolerated our heinous band practice over the years.
I think that any parent that's not supportive of someone who wants to play music, like I understand that their fear is that they're not going to do anything and they're going to have to like, they're going to be poor and homeless. And I get
it might be true.
It might be true. But you should, but like the problem is this, like when like a parent says something like if you say like, hey, I want to be a musician when I grow up, and they go, cool, do you have a backup plan? That's the wrong thing for a parent to say to their kid, because that's literally you telling them that you don't believe that they can actually do it. You know, like you wouldn't say that to someone if they're like, hey, I want to be a doctor. Be like, okay, well, do you have a backup plan in case that doesn't work out for you? It's like, what do you think? I'm not smart enough to be a doctor, Dad? Thanks, dude. Like, you know, it's like, it's not cool to say that to your kids. So don't say that.
Yeah, it's pretty much like planting a seed that's like, oh, this isn't going to work out.
Exactly. So and they're just going to, they're always going to think about that, and they're going to fail. They're going to try as hard as they could. You got to try really, really hard. But I mean, if you just do the work and try hard as hell and meet the right people and make friends everywhere you go, you're going to be fine. That's all you have to do.
Can we get a Minecraft Realm tour?
Dude, find
our Discord. Maybe we
should do that. Yeah. We'll figure out how to stream it. We'll do it. That'll be cool. I think your computer's the only one that can handle it, honestly.
Yeah, join the Discord for some other content stuff. Terra 2, Electric Boogaloo. Not sure.
I kind of want to do some songs that are named after tarot cards, but I don't know if what we're gonna call Terra 2 if we do that. But I was thinking,
I have some other ones in mind.
Yeah.
Y'all consider John Goblicon a friend? Absolutely.
Yes, all of them.
All the
all the John Goblicons that there have been. They're all friends. They're all cool people. Oh, I forgot about that. I was actually guitar tech for Necrogoblicon on Warped Tour, so they're all homies.
What happened to Randy Roach?
I don't know.
Oh man,
Threw him away.
Yeah, rest his soul.
Let's see. Wait. Many parents don't support their children or are jealous of their children. I'm maybe, I don't know. I mean, I don't have kids, so I don't really know what it's like to be a parent, and I don't know what that would be. But I do think that it's wrong to, like,
This guy has
say things to discourage them. You might not realize it. Can we play Animal Crossing together? We'll offer you black tulips. We can play together. I don't need any black tulips. I've got tons of connects. I've got all the connects. No, I don't. Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, we can do that. No problem.
Don't hold your breath for Terra 2, but we'll try and tap into that vein some more.
Why the fascination for Finland? They have cool riffs. Go to Sweden. That whole area has cool riffs. They got cool riffs.
Yeah, our entire coming up in high school and the bands we were listening to then.
Give us a tour of your gaming setups. I don't have a gaming setup. I have a recording rig. Is what I have. And you would be appalled at it because it's a computer from 2008 that in 2008 was mega balling because it had 8 processors. It was fucking unheard of unless you had a stupid expensive Mac Pro or some shit like that. That's what I have. I have a 2008 Mac Pro that I still rock. That's old as balls.
Yeah, Jack, you're in the Discord, right? I think I just made a game thread on there or a channel, whatever. So we'll post some of that stuff in there.
Which social media platform do you guys use the most? Band stuff, we do both Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter.
Yeah, Facebook has the biggest user base, and so that's definitely the first point of.
Personally, I like Instagram, Instagram.
But I don't better suited for guitar.
Yeah, I don't really like social media that much though. I always feel like I have to post things, and I don't like that feeling.
It's kind of exhausting.
It is. It really is.
Do you guys think he'll do 70K again? If asked, absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. It was fun.
Awesome time. Randy Roach was in my mouth, so my acid eventually melted him. Damn. How you gonna do Randy like that?
I can give you a golden axe. I mean, you just have to break an axe 100 times to get a golden axe. It's not that bad.
Grind.
But I mean, if I don't have one, so that'd be cool. What's your favorite horror movie? Gosh,
I don't know if I have a favorite. I don't know if you'd call it horror. The first one that spooked me as a kid was The Ring, but horror Ichi the Killer is pretty nuts.
I like The Exorcist a lot.
Yeah, Exorcist.
Oh, The Thing.
Okay,
that's my favorite. The Thing. I love The Thing. I love it. It's because it's sci-fi also ish, and I like that kind. I like sci-fi stuff. You're scrolling the wrong way, bro.
Well, it's I'm missing the messages. Hard Sport to Play and The Sun, the Moon, Star.
Ooh, it's probably different for each of us too. For me, it's there's this sweep arpeggio that I didn't write that you wrote that you make me play, and it's fucking so hard. I hate it so much.
There's one part of the song that goes the solo right before that. I'd say is the hardest part for me. I don't know if that explain anything.
I knew what you're talking about.
Yeah, it has some pretty big intervals in that section. What's your next tattoo going to be? I actually don't have any tattoos, but I would like to get one from Joe Getler from Will Run. He's a fantastic tattoo artist.
I lost a bet, so I'm probably it might not be my next one, but I know I'm going to have to do this one day where my friend has to slap me in the chest, and then he's
outline,
and then the handprint is going to be an outline, and then that's going to be a hand turkey. That's
oh my
tattoo.
God, that's amazing.
When you do eventually get a chance to come to Finland, and if you do an after meeting thing, I'll do my best to make a beer buffet happen with delicious foods. I don't care how much time it takes.
Hell yeah.
That'd be cool.
About it.
You might not have to because usually like we have a writer, so that means like it's just like stuff like, hey, can you get us this stuff? And when they do it, it means that we're usually taken care of. So we have like food.
Hospitality in Europe is
Oh yeah, hospitality
on
in Europe
point.
is really good, by the way. Super, super good. It's
y'all,
like okay
y'all are doing
here.
it right for sure.
So you can probably have one of my beers if you want, actually. But I would. But you know what though? They always give us like the cheapest beer everywhere we go. And I get that because it's like quantity over quality.
That's fine.
So if you want to bring like a couple beers that you think are really good for us to try, like do that. That'd be awesome. That'd be really cool.
What are your thoughts then? Ghost, cooler gimmick. Why not?
Dude,
why not
Ghost is awesome. Ghost is so good.
I think people's like they see the logo and they expect it to be some like really like true band, and then they just get immediately turned off, which people need to give different genres or styles.
I don't care what anyone says. I think Ghost is awesome.
Yeah,
I think a band's so sick.
Ghost rules.
Yeah, dude, they're sick. Their stage show is so cool looking too.
All I'm saying
is rad.
All I'm saying is that cool or gimmick. There's no reason you can't have both.
I'm on Twitter and Facebook, but Facebook pretty much sucks. Instagram, no fucking chance. I mean, yeah, to each their own,
Yeah, social media is dumb.
See, Meatloaf says he won't do that for love. What won't you do for your music? I've done a lot of things for my music, so I don't know. Probably, there's probably nothing. I would probably do almost anything. I think you get to jam with other bands on Napalm Records because Powerwolf is pretty fucking amazing. I've never actually listened to Powerwolf.
Yeah, I've heard great things about them.
There's a lot of bands I've never listened to that I should, because I don't really listen to a lot of metal most of the time.
Yeah, same. I pretty much listen to beat boop music all the time.
But that's I have been doing that for the whole quarantine thing. I've been going through albums and being like, okay, I've never listened to this album or I've never listened to this band, and everyone talks about it. So I go and I'll
usually what happens is like a lot of people talk about it, and then eventually like one of my friends will personally like recommend that I listen to like this album or something, and then and then I check it out.
I was that way with Opeth. I never listened to Opeth for a long, until pretty recently, actually. Really? Yeah, it was always one of those bands I was like, oh, I should be listening to this, but I just never got around to it.
Too much good music out there. You can buy our album on Napalm's site currently.
Yeah, it's the place to get it. Go to Napalm's website, and you can buy the album there. You can get it on vinyl. You can get it in gold vinyl. I think they might be out in the U.S. of the gold vinyl. Yeah. Donnie Air Yen. Oh, it's clever. It's like Donnie Yen. Will you ever return to your more aggressive Winter Sun style? New stuff seems very sterile. Probably not. I don't know. I mean, like, we just write the songs as they come. You know what I'm saying? It's not like we say, oh, we're going to write it and it's going to sound like this. It's not like that at all. We just write the song.
We still love Winter Sun. Like, don't get us wrong. Like, they're like, personally, at least, like one of my favorite bands. And, but, like our tastes have changed over the years, and we just listen to a wider array of music at this point. And, that definitely influences the way we like kind of think about music.
And that's the other thing is we don't want to no one wants to sound like someone else that they're like being associated with, anything like that. Like that's the thing. And like here's the funny thing: I've never listened to Winter Sun until recently. That's a band that I've never actually listened to, and until maybe like a couple years ago. Like I joined this band and I had no idea about the band Winter Sun, so it's probably my fault. I'm sorry.
Saw a comment. Opinion on deathcore. Donnie, you should take this one.
I used to be in a deathcore band. Yeah. And I've also filled in for Veil of Noth, which is like a tech death metal band that had like some kind of like deathcore elements in their first album. But yeah, I don't mind anything. It's like pizza. It's all good.
Yeah, it's
fine.
I think people like a lot of like people have problems with like breakdowns for whatever reason. That's like I think breakdowns are sick, when they're used in a certain amount of moderation, I guess. I
don't get me wrong. There's there's some where it sounds like it's like something you wrote when you were like 16 or something like that, and it's like it's like it was okay-ish, but for the most part, like it's all sick. Like who cares? It's all sick, dude. I like it all.
Would you say that the Stag Skull is pretty much a secondary logo for you guys ever since The Magician? We've pretty much just embraced that kind of like imagery, I guess. Like deer skulls are cool, so a lot of the artists that have like reached out to us are also fond of the aesthetic, so it works out that way.
What was the last album that you bought?
Last time I bought.
I haven't bought one in a while because people usually give them to me, like because it's like my friends or something like that. Like 'cause, like everybody like in the music thing, like everybody like knows everybody or knows of each other through somebody. So like it's pretty easy for us to get free albums. I'm glad your band do vinyl records. Only downside you cannot play them often. Yeah, you know.
Yeah, I actually don't have a record player. I do have a very small collection, but I currently have no way to play them.
Will you guys ever re-record old material? Would love to hear an updated Oak. That might be fun. I don't really know how to play a lot of the old stuff because I only learned how to play what I needed to learn how to play live.
Yeah, we haven't really played much of One Chosen lately. I think it would be cool to like rework some songs, have a different interpretation of certain parts live. I think that kind of brings more value to the song.
Actually, I didn't even have tabs for any of that stuff at all. Like, because like
Oh,
that's the only album that actually there's tabs
Yeah.
for is that one. But like the tabs are like in the wrong positions, so you have to kind of like just
So what
figure out alternate
what happens
things
is
for them.
Jake will like write the song, but he'll, instead of entering in the tab using the fret number or like the little fretboard window, he just plugs it on the piano roll. So then Guitar Pro tries to interpret where to play it, and it's just all over the place.
Yeah, I'll tell you, like, play this riff, like a bunch of open strings, like just like across it, and you're like, that's not how I would have played that. What do you plan to do next? We got a stream with the Hootsman, actually.
Oh yeah.
We should do that at. We'll stay until 3.
Yeah, sorry, gotta go.
Yeah,
gotta go
and
play,
then we'll
gotta go
head
play
out,
video games.
and we gotta go play video games.
Yeah,
with Hootsman.
tune in to the Hoots Twitch channel.
Yeah, the real Hootsman on Twitch.tv. It's awesome because he gets people from other bands off of Napalm and other bands that we know and stuff like that, and we'll all play video games together.
Yeah, cheers to you as well. Josh, thanks for coming in, man. Love you.
What should fans do at your shows to make the experience better for you? Besides having better looking groupies. You don't have to have good looking groupies. You don't have to have any groupies. It's fine.
Just keep
hang out,
coming out and having fun.
Come and just throw up like the tiniest metal hand that you got.
Come out and throw up.
Yeah. Just come. Yeah, just show up, hang out, have a good, like, have fun. That's all. It's all like just have fun, hang out, and have fun, man.
It's contagious. I love Agalok.
Oh yeah,
Limbs. Yeah, great band.
Would love to see some Doom Eternal going on. Heinrich, I guess you're gonna have to buy it.
Yeah, I guess so.
You're gonna have to buy it now. You keep talking about it, dude.
I played.
You gotta play
played Doom 2016, and that game was so sick. It's so like fast, and all the like animations are really insanely gory. Mick Gordon, the soundtrack, phenomenal.
Do you always have this good energy with your fans? Yeah, no, like this is like how we talk to each other is how we talk to everybody. Like, and I think that's important. If you just kind of treat everyone like they're friendly or like their family or something like that, you're gonna get farther in life. I've done better by making friends than I ever have by making enemies.
Yeah, for sure.
Which of you do you think is better at Warzone? I think Heinrich is probably better at Warzone than me. But Heinrich's also on a mouse and keyboard, and I'm on a PS4 controller. So, but I found out that you can hook up. So I found out you can hook up a keyboard and mouse and play Warzone on the PS4. And then I tried it, and I was garbage like that. I was like, holy crap, I'm way worse.
Yeah, that might not be saying much though, because like my kill death is probably.
I looked it up. Yours is higher than mine.
It's probably still dreadful though, like compared to everyone else.
I'm 40 years old, and live shows make my ears hurt. I hope you all are protecting your ears. Okay, so I'm actually kind of slightly deaf, and I should have been protecting my ears for a long time. And I even went to audio engineering school, and I know better, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's very possible that I have some like tinnitus going on.
I don't have tinnitus, but
like, I don't know.
I had a hearing test, and like my right ear is like above 8K is like it dips down like a lot, and I'm like, oh crap. But then I was like, oh wait, I'm always stage left, so like I have the hi-hat and the cymbals to my right, so like that makes sense why my right ear is just like I mean terrible.
Going to a lot of like loud electronic music shows, like they're like even louder than, I don't know, just like the bass is like something that you feel and don't necessarily like hear, but it's like the most damaging to your ears.
Yeah.
So ever since we started touring, I've pretty much worn earplugs every show.
I want to get in-ears just because like it's going to help out a lot, and if it seals, it actually doesn't cause oral
Right.
fatigue as much.
Right. Would be nice.
I don't know if that's true or not. That's what someone who worked at Ultimate Ears told me.
We would love to do a European tour when all this.
Yeah,
So we're
I
actually-
love Europe. Europe's fun. It's rad. It's sick. I like how you just walked it around everything. That's like the best part. You just walk everywhere. It's so good. You can't do that here. Everything's really far apart.
Want to see us dudes playing? Already finished that shit way too many times. Yeah, we. I don't know if you're talking about like playing music, because yeah, we feel the same way. We miss playing shows.
I guess we'll do some playthroughs or something like that. What is a unique way for you to get inspired for the songwriting process? I like to look at like an image or something that kind of reminds me of like what the song should be about.
Yeah, that for sure. Like, yeah, using like
Evergrey does that. They do that, and that's where I got that from. Like, because they were telling me they do that, and I was like, oh, okay, sick. And I started doing that, and it helped me out a lot on this album.
listening to lots of different kinds of music, and then also
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
like when I go to work in the morning, my 15-minute commute to Starbucks is like my zen time. I usually don't listen to any music, so just having some time when it's like quiet, collect your thoughts and stuff. That's really a good time or a good way rather to kind of just hear what's going on in your mind.
for sure. I don't like listening to metal when I'm writing for metal. Like I think listening to metal for a while to get like inspired. I think that if you want to be good at writing a specific genre, you have to listen to like a lot of that genre. But then when you're writing a song, you want to like not to listen to that genre because you want to be in the mindset to write that song, but you don't want to accidentally steal. And so you want to kind of find, because you can almost, like, the best thing about metal is you could steal something from something else. It's not metal, and no one would know because metalheads are just so like metal only, and like, you know, you'd be like, yeah, I stole this idea from like this pop song, and no one would ever know.
Yeah, right. Because
that's not true. Actually, that's not true at all. There's people who caught that also. So I don't know. I'm lying to y'all.
Favorite album of all time? It's kind of a hard question to answer.
Man, you know, I actually did this thing on my Facebook where I did 10 albums that inspired me and stuff like that. Cause I was like, I'll do it.
It's
whatever.
hard, right?
It's so hard. And like, for me, it was like, I had to think back about like these albums I listened to as a kid, because I was like, okay, well, like what inspired me was like, I was younger for sure. You know? Stuff that inspires me now is completely different. And I probably only had like one album from something that inspired me now. But Plenty inspires the hell out of me. I love that. I love Plenty a lot. That stuff's super sick.
Yeah, it's as far as like albums that I am still revisiting nowadays. Like I was talking about Linkin Park earlier. Hybrid Theory is great. I love the soundtrack for Final Fantasy VII.
Scenes from Memory, but
yeah,
Metropolis.
Dream Theater.
Dream Theater.
Solid concept album there.
They had the whole string of albums after that was super good too, because like every song at the end of the album was the beginning of the first song in the next album. That was just such a cool idea.
They had that shit down. Yeah,
those guys they're just so clever. Anyway, we have another video of your solos off the new album. Oh, damn. I'm not as good at playing these as I was the other ones, so I could try, but it might be a while before I do it, and I might forget also. But that'd be fun.
Yeah, currently I can play the solos off of Goodbye and Slave to the Riff. I just uploaded a video to my YouTube of the Slave.
I can play Hunger, but it's not as like good anymore. Like I have to practice that a little bit to get it better.
Yeah, more than I can say.
I can play a little bit of some of the solos from Craft and Creator. That's because that's the one that's like the most fresh in my mind also still. It's the last song we finished. Say fuck to Brazil. I guess I said it. I'm sorry, Brazil. I like Brazil because I like the guitar players y'all have out there.
We have played Denver, right? The Oriental Theater.
We played. Oh,
was that Boulder?
I don't know. I don't know if we did the Oriental, but we definitely played the Marquee. The pizza, because the pizza at Marquee is sick, and then there's.
Well, I think that was the tour that I was.
You didn't play that show. That's right. Okay.
I had to fly to my friend's wedding for
Damn
that.
It. Okay. Well, we played there. Yeah, I played there a bunch of times because I subbed in. I substituted in for Veiled Knot, and they're from Denver. So and Vance works there, so we kind of had rehearsal at the Marquee. So I've been to the Marquee a bunch of times, and like I was Evergrey's guitar tech, and they played the Marquee also. So like every time I go to Denver, I'm always at the Marquee for some reason.
Any hidden jokes or Easter eggs in your songs that you wish people would find?
Probably. I'm sure there's tons everywhere. Because we always kind of do that. We always put like dumb things everywhere and silly references.
And
there's a line that Jake says, "Take your shirt off and spin around."
is that a reference to
P.D. Pablo's North Carolina Raise Up. The song's called Raise Up, but he's from North Carolina. He's from like I guess Raleigh, I think.
This wasn't intentional, but there's like a guitar fill towards the end of One Hollow Word. And I didn't realize until after the fact, but it's basically the riff from Sweet Child of Mine, but in a minor key.
Yeah. In Craft in the Crater, there's a section where we reference the Sun, the Moon, the Star. And so it plays a melody line from the Sun, the Moon, the Star, but it has alternate chords underneath it. So it sounds and feels different.
Yeah, we kind of took a page from this band Wretched's book from North Carolina. They had the song, I think it was in The Talisman, and it played the riff from like one of the songs off of their last album. That was just like,
Wretched is, if no one knows about the band Wretched, that band is incredible. They're so good. How old do you have to be to go to your gigs? That depends on the venue's rules. It's not our rules at all. We don't care.
Yeah, if it were up to us, all gigs would be all ages.
Ow.
Come to Austin again. We would love to. 10 Sound 10 pop song ripoffs. I have not seen that. I'll check it out.
There's actually a lot of metal songs that rip off pop songs, and no one knows it.
Like ripoffs or covers?
Both.
Actually. Spears.
What's your favorite scale to improvise in? The one that is in the key signature of the song.
Yeah.
That is a funny question. The real question I think that you're asking is what position am I playing in? I like Mixolydian because it gets right into the pentatonic position. But I just do it in the key of the song is what I do. But that's a shape to me, not like the scale, because the scale is literally the same as the key signature that I'm playing in.
I like Ingbay's favorite scale, harmonic minor, pretty stick. But it's just metal.
Do you have a gift that another band has given you? Yes, the gift of friendship.
Absolutely.
Yeah, several of them have given us the gift of friendship, and they're awesome. I love your songs. I hope to meet you live one day. Hey, that'd be rad. Come hang out. Just listen through the album for the first time. I am definitely hearing a bit of Bodum influences throughout it. Yeah, Jake says this a lot. We wear our influences on our sleeves.
Yeah, the TMHC in particular was, we kind of thought that was.
Yeah, it was almost like a challenge, I think, to kind of be like, yeah, can we do that?
It's your favorite thing. Where did it go?
Where did it go?
God, I think it was above all that.
Oh, we did play the Oriental. You were right.
Somebody asked what we do in our free time.
I read essays and articles, and I will just about like crazy subjects. Like I don't sleep much, unfortunately. So like I will just be up late, and I'll just like go to I went to the Food and Drug Administration's webpage, which is the FDA in America is like basically like they set rules for like how food should be and stuff like that, and drugs should be in America. And they have this entire section dedicated to like labels, like what if you can call something juice or not.
Oh yeah, you're telling me about.
Yeah, because it has to be 100% juice. So 100% like actual fruit juice for it to be called juice, unless it is orange juice, because the name orange juice implies that you're drinking orange juice. So like orange juice doesn't have to be like real orange juice.
Yeah, you think you're real orange juice? I'll show you real orange juice.
The rules are really weird. It's really, really weird.
Yeah, I mean, video games, hang out with friends. I'm kind of trying to get better at making electronic music and like DJing and all that. So watch a lot of YouTube and read about like sound design and stuff. It's kind of my pastime outside of all that.
I haven't seen the YouTube for Polyphonic, but that sounds cool.
Me neither.
If it's heavy on theory stuff, I'm probably into it, or I may have seen it also if it's heavy into theory stuff.
Oh yeah, Æther, I'm sure at Prague Power 2015. Very cool.
Oh wow, rad. In 2015? Wow. Well, that's not because Atlanta's not far from us anyway.
I don't listen to X-Martis a ton. I do like what I've heard from them.
What sort of conspiracies do you believe in? I like to form my own opinions on everything. Actually, I don't trust other people's opinions unless it's like a heavily disputed thing that has been tried to be able to like confirmed as correct or real. So like I'm a fan of like books or that way.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I was like necessarily subscribed to any beliefs like that, but I do find myself every now and then falling down a YouTube hole of conspiracies and just scrubbing what's out there. I'll have to check out that album by Kuvin. I don't know if I said that right. Sounds cool.
It says he's a lot of Thin Lizzy and Pink Floyd. Just confirming you're saying about well, definitely. I mean, but Thin Lizzy and Pink Floyd also rip. So
what would you class at your best party city you've ever visited outside of Greenville, North Carolina?
Greenville, North Carolina, where we're from, used to be
ECU.
Okay, so ECU won the award for being the #1 party college so many times in a row that it was no longer allowed to even compete.
Banned.
It was banned. It won too many times. And then on other public, and that was for Playboy magazine. Yeah, it was like, so like it's like second place now all the time for like other publications of different things that like rate like #1 party colleges.
Yeah.
ECU is literally #2 all the time, every year.
One of the last Halloweens I spent in my hometown was I went to this block party at this place. It's called Riverwalk, and it's right near the Tar River. And literally everybody and their friends, everything were like out on the streets. You couldn't even like access the road. Like a car couldn't drive through it because everybody was just like crammed in there. And basically, it just ended up turning into a riot.
Yeah,
where, like the drunk.
They stole buses for public transportation buses. They stole these buses, drove them to the party. Everyone flipped them over and set them on fire.
People, like throwing beer balls at police cars.
Yeah, breaking people's windshields.
Climbing up on top of the drunk bus that was supposed to safely transport people back to the university and like surfing on top of it.
It got out of hand real quick.
Eventually, the police had to like tear gas the entire thing. So
and that's the most party city.
So yeah, go party in Greenville.
You know what though? We did get a little too loose in Toulouse, France.
That's true. Yeah. France was a little silly.
The last part of One Hollow Word gave me goosebumps.
You're talking about the acoustic outro? Yeah, once again, that's Greg from Allegiant.
Yeah,
he nailed that part.
Well, we read that one already. Hell yeah, the Marquee is awesome. I miss their pizza. Yeah, the Marquee is dope. We're about behind. Let's see. What will the music sound like when you are making music in 20 years? I don't know. I didn't even think I was gonna be alive at this point in my life. Who knows?
Bus surfing is awesome. I haven't tried it personally.
Does that box on top of the cabinet support the ceiling? Dude, yeah. And our memes and dreams and hopes. This is Jake's.
Yeah, if you missed it.
No,
Donnie, the roof's gonna crumble.
It's okay. We just do it real quick.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
If only for a moment, right? I've not seen the comedian Theo Vaughn.
It is past 3 now.
Yeah.
Don't y'all gotta go? Fine, you're trying to kick us off our own.
I do like baby metal. Got metal, dancing, and kawaii vibes, dubstep. What more is there to love?
But go make it back to Salt Lake City when touring is a thing again. What was that place we played in Salt Lake? It was fun.
Salt Lake City. I think I didn't actually play that one.
No, that's right. Yeah, we had to pick you up at the airport. Damn it.
Yeah, I missed a few shows.
You missed the fun ones.
Was at the Ailstorm US tour. I missed a few shows on the last part of that tour because my best friend got married.
Oh, Nate, I gotta find that picture. I probably have it on my computer because I had to make space on my phone recently. Has a fan ever gotten a tattoo with your band name? God, yes, a lot.
So we've got the Vine Rune. One of our friends, Nathaniel, made this sigil for Sun, the Moon, the Star, and it's kind of just like a crescent moon with like some stars and sun. Seen that one a lot. Never thought I'd see that.
I'd like to apologize in advance on behalf of every Finnish person that will try to shove salmiakki, I think that's how you say that. I'm not good at Finnish, to you and make you like it. Salmiak, I think. So that's the same as drop licorice in the Netherlands. Dutch people like to do that too. They give you this crazy, super salty licorice, and it's. Okay, you cannot give me licorice. I'm actually allergic to licorice.
I'll try it.
Don't give me licorice, please. What's on your tour rider? It says ours is like really easy. It's like, hey, here's the requirements for like the show to work. Like, like for the sound engineer to know or something like that, or like the house engineer to know, like, oh, it's guitars plug in direct. There's the drums have this many, kits to them, so like that. That's a tech writer. There's a hospitality writer. Our hospitality writer is like, please put towels on the stage so we can wipe our sweat out of our eyeballs, which never happens. No, they never give you stage towels. Ever.
Yeah, the stage towels at
70K. No one gives you. Doesn't matter where you are in the world. No one gives you stage towels.
I want to say like 70K was the first gig that I ever got one. It was like a godsend.
Oh, everyone's pro on that. Yeah.
Hello.
It's probably gonna be that way at Prog Power too, because I know Cam, who runs. He's the guy who makes sure everything works right at Prog Power.
Got their shit together.
Yeah, he was tour manager for Evergrey, and his team's good. Because I was guitar tech for Evergrey, and they headline Prog Power.
Word.
So
Armando, thanks for hanging out with us. Somebody asked about a headlining tour. We were supposed to tour with Paladin, and I guess that'll be like an album tour. But just things happen, so it's kind of just indefinitely like delayed at this point.
So whether you're allergic to star anise, yeah. So I don't like the taste of star anise anyway. So luckily, but licorice is actually like a legume, so I can't eat legumes. They won't kill me, actually. They just make my nose run. But I also don't like the taste of star anise.
Stage diving's pretty cool. Oh god. We should wait.
Do you use fry screams or false chord screams in your songs? I don't scream at all. I can't. I don't know how to do it. I just know how to play the wheelie walls on the guitar, on the git fiddle. I was partying with Paladin and getting drunk with Dragonland and Falconer at.
With Dragonland, that's awesome.
Oh, at 2015. Okay, so okay, wow.
Yeah, that's right. Because I think a lot of my friends were going to that, and did they play anything off Astronomy? Because that's like one of my favorite albums. And also Paladin. I love all those dudes.
I almost wore my Paladin shirt for this, but I decided not to change my shirt. This is the shirt that I was wearing yesterday.
Oh yeah.
It says Ailstorm Crew, and I'm not even.
This is Bass Nectar.
Oh yeah, I love that shirt.
Definitely. This is a dubstep artist. I mean metal band. That's what I meant to say. Yeah. Sweet. Yeah, Cassiopeia is fire.
How do you build confidence up to record yourself singing or get prepared for stage fright? Like singing's hard, man. I'm not super confident in singing, so I don't really do a lot of it. We do sing some vocal harmonies live, but that's about the level of my confidence for singing. But like for playing guitar, for me, I was like a young kid when I first played my first gig, and I threw up before it. And it was this blues gig, and this guy was like, "Hey, do you know how to play this Jimi Hendrix song?" And I was like, "No, I don't know how to play it at all." He's like, "Well, here's the chords." He just kind of writes down on a napkin and hands it to me. He's like, "I'm gonna go take a piss. I'll be back when we're gonna play the song." And so since I was like a little kid, I've been thrown into this like you have to learn how to play the song like immediately, or just kind of like get good at improvisation and shit like that, improvising. But like it wasn't that bad, And so like I just kind of like taped the napkin to the side of the amp and played the song. And I realized everyone was kind of drunk, so it didn't really matter if I fucked up or not. And then ever since then, I haven't been really nervous.
Yeah, for me it was like my first show was playing drums in this punk band that I used to be in, and it's pretty much just getting the first few shows under your belt, and then kind of just goes away. You're just kind of get used to it.
It's fun.
And you realize that like all your friends are there, or if everybody there isn't like there to see you, you at least gotta like do your best to hopefully make them about what you're giving them.
The best part is like when you're starting out and it's like playing like a small show, you have all your friends there. That's like the real reason you enjoy doing it.
We've seen each other naked. I've seen Jake pass out on a couch with a pizza over his dick. So does that count? How high can you jump?
Strangely, I can jump the highest out of everyone. I don't know why. We found that out when we were doing the goodbye music video.
Oh yeah, Donnie got hops.
I don't know why.
It's the best donut.
The best donut? Okay. All right, hang on. There's this place called Duck Donuts that I like a lot. That's pretty good. And they have this one that's like lemon icing with raspberry glaze drizzled on top.
Yeah, I like the
choice.
there's this local place in Nashville called Vortex. They have this
Mm.
like blueberry matcha. And
Oh
it's
yeah,
like,
yeah. There's
it's
also
all like really just fresh ingredients. I don't know. It's all local.
what do you love most when making music? I just like doing it. Like it's not like I write. It's not like any. I don't think any of us really write music for other people to listen to. We just do it for ourselves mostly.
Yeah, it's kind of like you know, it's an extension of us. So it's kind of cool to like go from having nothing to having this like tangible, you know, well, not, you know, now we use Spotify, but you know, being able to present something to like our friends and family that's like, you know, we've been working hard on this, and it kind of like is a little tap into our mind, you know.
What I like the best about music in general is the fact that like you're trying to take these ideas and make it tangible, but there's never a point that music is actually tangible, because the only way that you ever digest it is by listening to it, and it's not a physical thing that you can actually touch.
Right.
I think that's like really kind of cool.
Yeah, I can say like a lot more just through notes than I can with words. And
In the process of recording the new album, what did you find the most difficult? Editing. And file management.
Yeah, Tarot was double track guitars for like leads and rhythms, and then this one had quad track rhythms. So
Yeah,
that was a pain in the butt.
So we not only did quad track the rhythms, so we did 2 for the left side and then 2 for the right side. So you play it 4 times total. But we also doubled all of the leads and all the harmonies for those leads as well. And then if there was like sometimes there was like a solo, we would only do it once. But if there was a harmony for the solo, we would track a left and a right for the harmony. So we would double that. So that's triple. So that was hard. The hardest part really is to make the vibrato the same.
Yeah, definitely.
Like there were sometimes where I have to be like, dude, I'm just gonna punch in that one note for the vibrato. I can't hit it.
Just fix it in post. Did Jake's pizza get eaten?
No,
I didn't.
No. No, he cuddled it, and then it got all over the couch. And there's like there's like probably a permanent grease stain on that couch now. It's at 1720 in LA. Which is owned by the dudes in Necrogalicon, so by Alex.
My pillow managed to escape unscathed, so bless.
Yeah.
Sup, bitches? What's up, Sarah?
It's big. I like everything about that donut, Donnie. Thanks. Yeah, no, like raspberry. I love raspberries first off, and then lemon. It's good. Yes, we've had voodoo donuts. I do like voodoo donuts, but the ones we had like were okay. They were all right. Like some of them were kind of stale, and I was like, there's like a newer donut place in Portland that I think is a little bit better. I can't remember what it's called though, but I had it the last time I was in Portland, and it was pretty bomb.
McDonald's or Burger King? I don't know.
I don't know either. Yeah.
Burger King has the Impossible Whopper, but I'm not entirely sure what is in it. So kind of
McDonald's
hesitant.
in Europe has like
McDonald's in Europe is where it's at,
and like McDonald's in Europe is a little bit nicer than McDonald's in
They have
America.
like curry sauce and shit. Like it's awesome.
Yeah, they have all these cool sauces. Oh, we don't have fry sauce for anyone in Europe who has fry sauce or frite sauce. That is not a thing in America at all. We don't have that. That doesn't exist. So like if you go to McDonald's, you just eat the fries. Like, put anything on them. Some people put ketchup on them, but they mostly just eat the fries just the way they are. That's it. There's no fry sauce. But we have a ton of chicken McNugget sauces that y'all don't have. We have these crazy ones. Szechuan sauce. Hot mustard is my favorite.
I have not checked out Ozzy's new album.
I didn't know there wasn't a new Ozzy album, so I'm gonna add that to the list.
Not Nari, listen to Slave Live every day. Hell yeah, man. Thanks.
I've listened to it too many times. I'm tired of listening to it. So
yeah, right. How many times I've tried to track that solo.
Opinion on Time 2?
It's about time.
Oh
no, I'm just kidding.
I
can't wait.
You know, I like. Part of me, I totally get where like it's like you want it to sound the way that it needs to sound, and if it doesn't sound the way that it does, you know, then you lose something out of it, and I get that because like we're fucking all perfectionists and shit, man. You know, like.
Yeah, I was gonna say
you have to abandon ideas for it to be finished because it's never ever finished.
There are so many things that we would change about this album, about tarot, etc. But I mean, you know, listening to Time, it's like every time I listen to tracks off that album, it's like I'm picking out new background synths and stuff. So I respect their process.
Hello from Mexico. I still don't listen to Redneck Vikings from Hell at all, but what little we've heard already, we think is great. Tara was amazing. And hola desde Mexico. Dude, thank you, man. We appreciate that, and hopefully you'll get a chance to listen to it. If you have Spotify, it's up there. It'll be on iTunes and all that stuff. You can listen to it like that. It's on Bandcamp. I think you can listen to it on Bandcamp right now for free.
I want to say Jake wrote.
That's because I didn't get myself a beer. This is a root beer. Because I opened the fridge. And
Donnie, where's my?
I opened the fridge and I was gonna grab a beer, and we were out of beer. And I was like, well, I guess I'll just drink this root beer instead.
Voodoo is just a donut shop.
Which one of you wrote the main riff on Slave the Riff? Jake probably wrote that.
It probably started off with him like humming into his phone, like down. But
it was like probably like worse sounding than that. And then it was like these zither instruments, and then we had to kind of figure it out, and it sounded like really wrecked and stupid. And then we had to kind of like work with it. And then Jake had this idea of like making the leading tone note on it like kind of like this like warbled sound, and he played a metalcore song to be like, yeah, I want it to sound like this. And I was like, oh, it's just you just bend the note. So when you play it, it's do 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 wow, like that is how you play it.
Yeah, thanks for partying with us, Sarah, in the vid. Gonna ignore that.
Do you guys have any favorite pedals? We don't use pedals.
Yeah, last one
we did a long time ago.
Yeah, like I think we did one tour with we had these like MIDI mapped pedal boards.
Joyo PXL.
Yeah,
it's like a looping system that basically turns pedals on or off in a chain, so that way you can just push one button and then several pedals get activated.
It's pretty like tight. There's certain parts of songs where like we're doing like really like a riff that we have to kind of like pay attention to or whatever, right next to a solo. So it's nice. That was cool, like not having to like stomp, to go to our like lead channel.
Yeah, currently we just use an Axe Effects that is programmed to have changes using CC commands.
Yeah, automate all the things.
And then so we don't have to push anything for a solo boost. It just does it automatically for us. Turns on delays, stuff like that.
But that being said, though, last time I was using pedals, the Keeley mod Ibanez Tube Screamer.
I'm obsessed with Tube Screamers, and I even modify Tube Screamers as a hobby. I love the Tube Screamer. I'm absolutely obsessed with it. It's probably the most bread and butter pedal I think that anyone could ever have. Because like any pedal, it's an overdrive pedal of any kind, is just a modified Tube Screamer, actually.
Favorite beer? Are we talking about just every day or like treat ourselves?
Okay,
or, like,
boys. If it's an everyday beer and you're in America, I highly recommend a Yingling, specifically if you're on the east side, because you can't get these in California, I've noticed. But if you're in Belgium and you want an everyday good beer, Jupiler, it's basically the PBR of Belgian beers, but it's a little bit higher alcohol content, and I think it actually tastes a little bit better too. Jupiler is pretty good, cheap beer. If you want like cheap good beer, those are the ones to get.
Yeah, living in Asheville, it's like a beer hub, so there's lots of like craft breweries and stuff. Pretty into sours. I'd say my favorite though is when I first moved here, I went to this brewery called Burial. They have a lot of really sick like metal looking artwork on their cans.
Actually, I think we have one left. Okay, I can grab it.
Yeah.
I like Delirium. Delirium's from Belgium also.
Delirium is good, but yeah, from Burial, they have a coconut brown ale called Bolo that I'm really about. So while Donnie's grabbing that beer, if you were a Jedi, what color would your lightsaber be?
I know I said we were out of beer, but that's because, oh no, wait, we don't have Burial. This is
right. Well, we don't have the Burial can, sorry. But they're sick. I admittedly ill-versed in the like lore regarding, if there is any, regarding like lightsaber colors, but I'd say purple probably.
Here we go.
Where am I?
Yeah, so let's plug this because this is a really good.
Oh, we found it.
They're empty, obviously.
So yeah, some sick artwork.
Yeah, all the beers are like named after like metal stuff too. It's like kind of cool.
Old black can. I don't know if you can see this one as well, but sick. Do
you eat chicken tendies for breakfast? No.
Don't usually eat chicken.
I do. We call it a Dutch breakfast. I think in Holland they call it an uitsmijter.
Please, yeah, send beer. Yeah, Bandcamp is waiving their fees today. If you're interested in buying the album,
You can listen to it on Bandcamp, and if you like it, you can buy it also. And they're waiving their fees.
yeah, definitely like these days support all your artist, musician friends as best as you can.
Best way to support us? I don't know how. Just I would normally say come to a show and buy some merch, but I mean I can't say that now. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Just be nice and be cool. Who cares?
You know, I find Will Smith in the snow for the Fresh Prince. God.
Beautiful.
It's Tyler really an Android T800. This is official model number.
Yeah, he's a
T808.
T800. That's the Terminator.
Vid, what up? What up, Gerard? I mean, sorry, David. What's up, man?
Sarah had my favorite guitar prop in the vid.
Yeah, what was it? Like a baseball bat with like a
baseball bat with a fucking
blade?
saw blade on it. Yeah.
You know anything about this? Oh wait.
Have either of you tried?
Oh, never mind.
Oh, is a record de Lich? I think it's. Oh no, that's Swedish. Is it a pear cider from Sweden? You know, I don't like a lot of ciders, but I think in America the ciders are like really super sugary, and I don't like super sugary
anything
stuff.
that tastes like has this like syrup kind of like feel to it. I'm not usually about, but very sounds refreshing.
I'll give it a shot because I feel like the ciders in the UK are better than they are here too. So I feel like in Sweden it's probably just way better.
Yeah, lots of.
You're fond of Gaelic? Highland Gaelic Ale is one of my favorites. I do like Highland Gaelic Ale a lot.
I was the rope dart lady. Tara?
Oh, it's Tara.
What's up? Yeah, I love watching your flow.
An AR brand beer.
Wonder what
I would love to do that.
like.
An AR brand beer. I don't know if I want to put like AR on it. Just maybe there's like a beer that's just named after a song that's made by like some other brand.
Yeah, we talked about doing koozies for like King of Cups, but never.
Oh yeah.
never actually happened. No tendies.
An AR brand root beer or cream soda. Yes, it would just be root beer and cream soda just mixed together, and then. I've tried it. It's actually pretty good.
Yeah, actually, try not to eat meat. So
I like chicken tendies, but I don't eat them for breakfast. From Bojangles, they have some pretty primo chicken tendies.
Are you guys going to kick out Jake if he gets to COVID?
Like on the street? No, that's more dangerous, actually. I'm not gonna we'll just keep him here, and then we'll just have to stay here and bunker down also, I guess.
Yeah, because that means that I'll also have to stay here. And then we'll just write more music or play Minecraft or something. Empyrean sounds cool. Love to come to the show.
Hopefully, I'd love to come to a show and get some merch. Hope you all come close to Montreal, Quebec.
Yeah, we had plans to come through Canada, and we also had
We've played there quite a bit, honestly. Yeah, I like Montreal.
Yeah, we're trying to get a.
La Banquise is there.
Yeah, the.
It's the best poutine ever. If you want good poutine, La Banquise in Montreal is the shit. It's so good.
Yeah, we're trying to do a full Canada tour sometime. Obviously, not now, but God. Well, wacky pics of your hair. Not really. I used to be like a scene kid, so I had the whole like that thing going.
Heinrich's always had long hair. Like if you look at like pictures of him, like when he was like young, he still had like hair that looks exactly like this. There was never a moment where Heinrich did not have long hair.
Oh yeah, if we do have a beer, it definitely should be brewed by Trapper. I definitely agree.
Official AR Minecraft server win. We have one that we play on.
Yeah, come to our Discord. We'll post it on Facebook. I'll link to our Discord sometime.
Would you ever make a song for a Mortal Kombat game? I think there's a band that's already done that, and that band is called Soulfly.
All right, Sarah, we see your comments, but you're going to have to subscribe to the OnlyFans if you want to see our tits. So. Yeah.
Would you ever? All right, I'm out of here. I love you guys. I hope to get to touch your faces for a music video again soon.
All right, cool.
Oak barrel aged magician beer called with hints of winter's grasp. What kind of guns do you own? I don't own a gun.
Nerf or nothing.
I know a little bit about guns. I used to work in a pawn shop, so I had to kind of like learn about guns, but I don't own one.
Yeah, if anybody's wondering about the Discord server, we'll post a link to it on our Facebook sometime.
Well, what guns do you have? Because if you're telling me to come to Florida and shoot guns with you, we both definitely. You know, Jake's actually the best shot out of all of us. He's really good at shooting. He's really good with a shotgun too.
Which was immortalized in our 70K shirt. Yeah, that was a missed opportunity.
You're right. I'm not a genius. Yeah.
Is that it?
We're 30 minutes
Yeah.
past when we said we were going to leave, so I think we should probably leave and go play some video games with the dudes.
Yeah. If you're interested in hanging out with us some more, go over to the Hootsman from Gloryhammer's Twitch stream.
The real Hootsman is what it is.
Real.
Yeah. He's been talking about doing a Super Smash Bros. Tournament with a bunch of bands from Napalm Records.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, that'd be mega fun. I want in on that. It'd be super fun. I'm not any good. But
yeah, I would immediately be wrecked. But yeah, thanks for all the support. Thanks for listening, everybody. I think we're gonna wrap things up here.
Cool.
Good night. Good night. Stay sweet. Thanks. All right, cool. Later, y'all.